Now Bonderson picked his pocket in transition, one on none. Oh, and an emphatic two-handed jam.
It's now time for high school basketball on 1410 AM, 96.9 FM, KLEM.
And that goes to Holes, drives middle of the paint to the hoop with her right hand, scores, plus another foul.
High school basketball.
Poland starts to run out, double bounce pass, left block, sits in off glass, count the basket and the foul.
Now let's head courtside for all the action.
Hazel at the top of the key, blows by his defender, all the way to the basket, the right hand layup goes.
Here's KLEM Sports Director Daniel Versteeg.
Well, a very pleasant good Tuesday evening, basketball fans, and we welcome you inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym for tonight's Warrigal Conference girls and boys basketball matchup. As tonight it pits two Plymouth County rivals. It is the Gehlen Catholic Jays getting set to host the Westerners from Akron-Westfield. Daniel Versteeg with you here on KLEM Lamar's. Online audio can be found on our website. That is KLEM1410.com. As we get ready to bring you Gehlen Catholic and Akron-Westfield. It can also be watched on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel, and we thank our great sponsors for that, like Northwest Bank, Peace Pizza House, Easy Clean Car Wash, and Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink. Well, neither of these two teams were able to get on the court at the end of last week. However, Akron-Westfield did play yesterday, and so the Westerners have maybe knocked off a little bit of rust. Gehlen Catholic has had a full week, though, since their last contest in Sibley a week ago tonight. The Jays sit at 4-12 overall in girls basketball, 2-4 in the Warrigal Conference, and currently sitting in 7th place, while Akron-Westfield is 2-13 on the season, 2-5 in the Warrigal Conference, and currently sitting in 8th. So right now, those overall records, they vary just a little bit in the win column. However, in the conference standings, they are just about identical at this point. And Gehlen still trying to see if maybe they can catch Sibley-Ocheyedan up above them, as well as South O'Brien and MMCRU. Akron-Westfield trying to do the same, see if they can leapfrog Gehlen Catholic tonight in the Warrigal Conference standings. Well, it's been a rough couple of contests, last few contests for both these teams. The Akron-Westfield girls still have yet to win in 2026. They've played some very good competition, though, in that stretch of games, and so you can't totally fault them for that, while Gehlen Catholic has one win in 2026, and they've lost 5 in a row. So for one of these two teams, a somewhat long losing skid will be coming to an end, and that's kind of how things went earlier in the year when we went out to Akron for the Gehlen and Akron-Westfield basketball contest. The Jays had started off 0-3. The Westerners were 0-1. Somebody was able to get their first win, and that night it was Gehlen Catholic that picked up a 58-43 victory over the Westerners in non-conference competition, the one that did not count toward the conference standings. The Jays played a good brand of basketball that night, and, well, they're looking to try and do the same and get off the slide, which is currently at 5 straight games. In that contest on Tuesday night at Sibley-Ocheyedan, they were able to get a decent amount of scoring from Ayla Schmidt with 15 points. And a nice showing from Delaney Budden, someone they can try and rely on here. 9 points, 8 rebounds Tuesday night last week against Sibley-Ocheyedan. This is a Gehlen team that is struggling for a number of different reasons, but just kind of one of those deals where they're getting a lot of things done, you know, out-of-game situations in practice, and they're doing the right things there, but just trying to get it to translate to game competition has been the toughest thing for the Jays so far this season. Gehlen should be getting closer toward full strength, as we could see a little bit more of Kennedy Paulson on the floor here tonight. She's been out the last few weeks, basically since Christmas, with an injury, and now she should be back and able to play a little bit. We won't know how much we'll see her. She is certainly limited minutes-wise, but we should be able to get her on the floor a little bit and see if Gehlen can use that to help their depth out just a little bit. While Akron-Westfield has just kind of been in the same situation, although the last 4 games have certainly been promising for the Westerners, in which they have exceeded their per-game scoring average 3 out of their last 4 games. And the only one they didn't, they came close to it, but that was against the number 10 team in Class 1A, George Little Rock. So they played some decent basketball, just have not quite been able to get onto the win column in any of these close contests. It's just been tough to get some efficient and consistent offense going. And, well, that is due to a number of different reasons. One, the shot selection may not quite be at its peak right now, but also taking care of the basketball has certainly been a struggle for the Westerners and the Jays, really, at this point in the season. That was kind of the storyline of the last contest when they played each other all the way back at the beginning of December in Akron. It was due in large part due to the fact that both teams were trying to press each other, and neither side could really slow down the tempo enough to get into their offense very successfully. Ergo, not very slowed down, not very calm possessions, and that led to some poor shot selection and, unfortunately, some poor decisions with the basketball offensively. And so we'll see if these two teams have maybe figured out, as the season's gone along, what better to do against some pressing situations that they can hopefully succeed offensively out of that and hopefully come away with a big late season win in regular season competition, because we're getting to the point now where brackets are going to start coming out here in the not too distant future, about a week and a half for these ladies. They'll find out their postseason path, and that will become front and center here in the not too distant future. Looking forward to seeing where these two teams end up as far as bracket play is considered, and who they end up having to face off with when it comes to the path to the Casey Center in Des Moines. So that is where we're at. We're really winding down the games for Akron-Westfield. This is one of 6 that they still have to play yet to finish the regular season. Gehlen Catholic, this is one of 5 remaining in War Eagle Conference competition. So we're right there. We're trying to wind down the season, and these two are squaring off once again here in regular season competition to count toward the War Eagle Conference standings in girls basketball. Well, let's take a break on our pregame show. We'll come back and get you the starting lineups, get you that much closer to tip-off. It's Gehlen Catholic and it's Akron-Westfield. You're listening to it right here on KLEM Radio, or you're watching on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Once again, we thank our great sponsors for that: Peace Pizza House, Easy Clean Car Wash, Julie Hurt at Century 21 ProLink, as well as Northwest Bank. We'll step aside. We'll get you your starting lineups as Gehlen Catholic faces off with Akron-Westfield in War Eagle Conference basketball. We're back in just a moment here on KLEM Radio. Midwest Construction Rentals of Sioux City and Norfolk is proud to support local athletes. For all your construction rental needs, stop by Midwest Construction Rentals in Sioux City or Norfolk, helping our community and keeping your projects moving.
Get the winning team on your side with experts at Exit Realty Midwest, Lamar's. Misty Zeck, Dave Close, Austin Sitzman, Abby Phillips, Jody Adler, Alec Ryken, and Clark Goodchild are ready to help you call the plays when it comes to buying or selling your home. Learn more at ExitRealtyMidwest.com.
Quality Lube of Lamar's is proud of all our Plymouth County athletes. At Quality Lube, they focus on you, the customer, to ensure that they can keep you on the road when you need to be. From diagnostic repair to routine oil changes, Quality Lube can do it all.
Hi, Jessica G.
Well, hello, Libby Lexus.
I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always makes your sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spot treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee Lamar's.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Game on, Lamar's. Looking for a winning team for your finances? Join Cent Credit Union. As a member-owned cooperative, Cent is all about you, your goals, your community. Let's score big together. Visit centcu.org today, where your success is our play.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor. Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's. Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work toward success on the field and in the classroom.
This is Peyton Kearns, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
And we're back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamar's as Gehlen Catholic and Akron-Westfield get set to open up a girl-boy doubleheader with our girls contest tonight in War Eagle Conference competition, with these two teams winding down the regular season slate of games, heading now into the final 5 or 6 games of the regular year. Once again, Daniel Versteg with you here on KLEM Lamar's. Online audio is found at KLEM1410.com with a video stream viewable on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. And that is made possible tonight by Pease Pizza House, Easy Clean Car Wash, Northwest Bank, as well as Julie Hurt at Century 21 Pro Link. Akron-Westfield comes into the night with a record of 2-13 overall, 2-5 in the War Eagle Conference. Gehlen Catholic is 4-12 overall, and they sit 2-4 in league play. And so these two teams vitally in need of victories here late in the season. And there's a good opportunity to get that. Gehlen Catholic has lost 5 in a row, while Akron-Westfield has dropped 7 in a row since the New Year break. So something's going to have to give. One of these two teams will be seeing a losing streak go down the drain, and we'll see who it is and who can maybe take some late momentum into the end of the regular season and into regional play, which starts here in just a couple of weeks. Let's take a look at your starting lineups tonight. First for Akron-Westfield. Again, the Westerners are 2-13 overall, 2-5 in the War Eagle Conference, currently in 8th place, and they are under the direction of first-year head coach Corey DeRocher. His starting lineup looks like this. Brianna Rolfes is a 5'11" junior forward. She's averaging 3.5 points, 4 rebounds a night. Taven Wilkin, a 5'5" junior guard, 2 points and an assist a game. Caberly Fairbanks is a 5'10" junior forward and a nice night on defense with 3 steals to go along with 6 points on Monday night against Lawton Bronson. Brooklyn Hughes is the top scorer for Akron-Westfield. She's a 5'6" sophomore guard, averaging 10.5 points a game. She had 11 of their 41 against Lawton Bronson last night. And then Ainsley Naslin is a 5'11" junior forward, who's averaging 4 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals a game. That's the starting lineup for Akron-Westfield and head coach Corey DeRocher. And in his first season, he is assisted by John Ludwig as well as Jessica Hughes. And now the starting lineup for the Gehlen Catholic Jays under longtime head coach Brandon Schecker. The Jays are 4-12 overall, 2-4 in the War Eagle Conference, and currently in 7th place in the starting lineup for the Jays. Looks like this. It'll be Ayla Schmidt, the top scorer on the team, 5'4" sophomore guard, averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds a game. Ella Ruland is a really scrappy rebounder, 4 rebounds a game. She's a 5'4" sophomore guard. She had 8 rebounds last week against Sibley Cheaton on Tuesday night. Peyton Kearns, a 5'5" sophomore guard, averaging 3.5 points, 3 rebounds a night. Delaney Budden is a 5'7" sophomore forward. Nearly cracked the double-double territory last week on Tuesday night against Sibley Cheaton. She had 9 points and 8 rebounds. And rounding out the lineup is Hallie Walzenbach, a 5'10" junior forward, averaging 5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. And she has been a very nice addition to the lineup here the last few weeks or so since returning from her injury earlier on in the season. It's been good to have her back in the starting rotation. That is the starting lineup for Gehlen Catholic and head coach Brandon Schecker. He is assisted on the bench tonight by Brian Colbeck as well as Andy Schmidt. And now we are just about ready to tip this one off as the Jays and Westerners square off in War Eagle Conference competition. Let's take one more break, and we'll come back to do just that. We're going to get this contest underway in just a moment. You're listening to War Eagle Conference Girls Basketball right here on KLEM Lamar's.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Lamar's Agri-Center, your local source for top-performing Kent feed products, bulk grass seed, bulk bird seed, lawn care essentials, dust control solutions, and much more, all accompanied with exceptional service. The Lamar's Agri-Center, your source for everything that grows.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Lamar's Physical Therapy wants to wish our student athletes a successful and injury-free season. But if injury occurs, our therapists are here to get you back into the game. No doctor referral needed. Call us at 546-1718. Lamar's Physical Therapy, your hometown therapy provider.
Season after season, our community comes together to support our students and the activities they love. At Northwest Bank, we celebrate that commitment, showing up, giving your best, and supporting one another every step of the way. Whether you're chasing financial goals or cheering from the stands, we're here to help you with flexible accounts, personalized service, and a team dedicated to your success. Here's to our student athletes, playing strong and representing our hometown with heart. Northwest Bank, member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on. Men's fashions, tuxedo rentals, and dry cleaning services. That's Mesher's Clothing, downtown Lamar's. Open weekdays 9 till 5:30, Saturdays 9 till 4. See Chad for all your fashion needs. That's Mesher's in the middle, downtown Lamar's.
This is Ayla Schmidt, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
And we are back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamar's. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Radio, online at KLEM1410.com, video streaming on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel as well. We are ready to get this one underway. Akron-Westfield wins the opening tap and brings into the front court left to right. A lob pass goes up top. 3 on the way by Caberly. Fairbanks misses short. And right away, we've got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. This will go against Akron-Westfield. Brooklyn Hughes picks up the first foul of the night. And Gehlen Catholic will have the basketball. The Westerners set up in a 3-quarter court press. And they back it off as Ayla Schmidt brings it into the front court. Ball swiped away out of bounds off of Akron-Westfield. And this will stay Gehlen Catholic's ball in the front court. Gehlen Catholic with possession here, their first possession of the night as Ella Rulin bounced into the right corner. Walzenbach drives to the right elbow. Her 14-footer's up, missed short. Budin saves it back to Walzenbach, left to the lane, then lost the basketball in the alley, and it is picked up and taken the other way by Akron-Westfield. Westerners kick it out in the right corner. 3 on the way is up, off the left side, no good by Rolfus. Putback is there by Ainsley Naslund. And Akron-Westfield goes up by a score of 2-0 in quarter number 1. And now the Jays have trouble with it, bringing it up the floor into the pressure. And Ella Rulin dribbles it off her foot out of bounds. Akron-Westfield gets the basketball back. 7:16 left in the first quarter. 2-0 Westerner advantage. And now here comes Akron-Westfield trying to add to it as Fairbanks drives to the high post. Dished it out on the right side. Rolfus hands up top to Brooklyn Hughes. Kicks it to the point. Taven Wilkins steps to the arc and swings it left side for Rolfus. So dribble handoff. Fairbanks right of the lane. Gets all the way to the block. Hooks it up over Walzenbach. Missed it strong. Offensive rebound for Naslund. Out to the left side. Wilkins 3 is good. Taven Wilkins from the left side. Another second chance bucket going the way of Akron-Westfield. Again on an offensive rebound by Ainsley Naslund. Jays working inside to the right block. Walzenbach, they swing it up top. And working into the paint is Rulin. Free throw line drive. Runner up from the left side of the lane. It missed wide left. Rebound taken by Akron-Westfield. One and done possessions for the Jays. Multiple chances for Akron-Westfield. That's the difference right now as Hughes works her way in the lane. And she's called for a double dribble. Barely gathered just on that spin move. And did not reestablish things before putting it ball back on the floor. So Gehlen gets it back. 6:25 left in the first. 5-0 Akron-Westfield in War Eagle Conference girls basketball. Here comes Ayla Schmidt on the right side. Lobs a pass into the paint for Walzenbach, and it's taken away by the Westerners. Here comes Hughes quickly up the right side of the lane. Ball's deflected out of bounds off of Peyton Kearns. It'll stay Akron-Westfield's basketball. Baseline right of the hoop with the inbound. So Brooklyn Hughes resets this possession. Inbound goes right corner to Naslund. Up top to Rolfus. And the swing pass goes around the left side. The pass behind the target rolls out of bounds. Gehlen Catholic gets it back with 6:08 left in the first quarter. So a rough start here to the night for the Jays, defensively and offensively. And we'll see if Gehlen can settle things down here. Rulin passes down to Walzenbach. Ball's deflected back to Rulin as she cuts it down the right side of the lane. Her layup misses strong. And Akron-Westfield takes it back up the sideline where there is a foul occurring. Ayla Schmidt picks up her first foul. As Fairbanks was taken up the right sideline, Schmidt tried to cut her off. And the Westerners have the inbound coming. Inbound into the backcourt. It is picked up there by Brooklyn Hughes as she dribbles to the top of the key. Brooklyn to her right, hands it off to Rolfus down the left side, out to Fairbanks on the wing. Free throw line drive, pull up 13-footer in the lane, missed it strong. Another offensive rebound for Naslund. Takes it down the left side. She is held up and tied up for the basketball. Possession arrow goes the way of Gehlen Catholic. But how about the job of Ainsley Naslund so far? She's got 3 offensive rebounds so far tonight and has created a good crop of second chance opportunities for the Westerners as Gehlen settles things at the top of the key. This is Peyton Kearns working off a screen of Walzenbach, right side of the lane at the high post. Throws it back up top to Ruland. She dribbles right against Morgan Pick, leaves it off the right side. Walzenbach back up top, driving inside Schmidt, right side of the lane, shovels out right corner. Ruland sets her feet for a 3, had too much on it. The rebound pulled down by Akron-Westfield, and therefore it is Taven Wilkin. Westerners hustle up the floor with Brooklyn Hughes. She works to her left, bounce a pass to the left high post. Naslund tried to give it back to Hughes down the left side of the lane, and she could not hang on to that handoff. It goes out of bounds on the baseline. Gehlen will take over, and the Jays still have yet to score nearly 3 minutes into this first quarter. A bit of a tough start to the night for the Jays. Gehlen has been able to work through this pressure defense the Westerners have put on. Working down the left side is Ayla Schmidt. She loses the handle. It's Fairbanks the other way. Right side lane against Kearns, and her hook layup misses short. Here comes Gehlen now as we'll get a whistle and a timeout called by Brandon Schecker. Jays need to talk things over. 4:53 left in the first quarter. 5-0 Westerners. Back in just a moment here on KLEM.
At Roosters Harley-Davidson in Sioux City, you can find your perfect ride with bikes, gear, and service you can trust. Find them online at roostersh-d.com or stop by Roosters Harley-Davidson today, where your next ride is waiting. Every day is game day when you feel your best. At Game Day Men's Health in Dakota Dunes, they help you boost energy, build muscle, and reclaim your edge. Get your testosterone checked today and visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com for more.
This is Coach Schecker, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
And we're back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym with 4:53 left to go in quarter number 1. The Jays trail Akron-Westfield in girls basketball 5-0. 4:47 to go in the first quarter, and now the Jays set up a screen in the front court. It was a moving screen. Ella Rulin picks up her first foul, second of the quarter for the Jays, and Akron-Westfield will take over on the backcourt inbound. Inbound coming in from Pick, lobs it up to Hughes, who drives into the alley, out to the right corner. Fairbanks now to the right high post. Naslund works her way into the block. Ball's poked free by Kearns into the hands of Budden. Here comes Delaney up the left side. And bounces out to Ayla Schmidt to set up the possession here for the Jays. Dribbles to the top of the key, off a screen, launches a triple and spins it around and down. Ayla Schmidt hits a 3 from the point. Jays are on the board for the first time tonight. It's 5-3 Akron-Westfield, 4:22 left in the first quarter. Westerners come back with it. Kick out on the right side. Fairbanks steps into a 3. Front rim glass won't fall. Rebound pulled down by Walzenbach. And they got a foul on this play against Taven Wilkin. Wilkin picks up her first, second of the quarter against Akron-Westfield. Jays get the rebound anyway with 4:10 left to play in the first. 5-3 Akron-Westfield. And here come the Jays. Lob pass to the cutting Kearns in the right corner. Spins back to her left on the right wing. Dumps it free throw line. Rulin hook shot up with the right hand. Missed it strong. Rebound tap to the left baseline. Goes out of bounds off of Gehlen last. And it will be Akron-Westfield possession with 3:58 to go in quarter number one. It's a 5-3 Westerner lead. Akron-Westfield currently struggling here. They've lost their last 7 games in a row. Gehlen Catholic's lost 5 in a row. And the good news is one of those losing streaks will come to an end tonight. Just have to wait and see which one it is. The Westerners get the ball right off that out-of-bounds play. Brooklyn Hughes dribbles into the front court for the Westerners. They go left to right as we put. Hughes bounce a pass into the right corner, driving the right baseline to the block, laying it up is Fairbanks, and her layup is good off glass. Caberly Fairbanks down the right baseline, and it is a 7-3 Akron-Westfield advantage. Here comes Gehlen Catholic into the front court. Schmidt works to her right, shovels out to Walzenbach, steps to the arc for a 3, missed it. In and out, rebound, poke to the right baseline. Budden's got it, kicks out to Schmidt. Right corner 3 on the way, that's too strong. Rebound tap to Walzenbach. Her left elbow jumper misses short. Another loose rebound. It's scooped up by the Jays once again. Schmidt's got it on the left wing, dribbles to the free throw line and throws it out to Peyton Kearns at the top of the key. To reset this possession, Kearns dribbles to her left of the high post, picks up her dribble and leaves it off for Budden. Ball deflected to the wing, Delaney recovers. Bounce pass free throw line, Rulin spins in the lane, steps through and is called for a travel. Traveling violation on the step through by Ella Ruland, and the Jays turn it over. They were able to track down a number of offensive rebounds on that possession, but they just could not quite take advantage of the opportunities and put points on the board. 3:04 left in the first quarter, an early 7-3 Akron-Westfield lead in War Eagle Conference girls basketball. And the Westerners take it up the floor with Brooklyn Hughes. Here she comes up the top of the key. And now dribbles to the free throw line. Hughes spins in the lane. Tough shot up with the right hand. Turned away by Walzenbach off the deflection. And it is out of bounds off of Gehlen last. It'll be Akron-Westfield retaining the possession. The shot clock, of course, does not reset with that. And so just 24 on the shot clock for the Westerners. They're going to go quickly. Inbound right block. Morgan Pick lays it in with a right hand. Brooklyn Hughes finds Morgan Pick, who finishes. And it's a 9-3 Westerner lead. 2:40 left in the first quarter. Here's Peyton Kearns at the top of the key. Good tight defense from Pick. Pass to the right side. It's Bella Scheitler working in against Avery Gaswin. Out to the right side. It is for Peyton Kearns. She dribbles to the top and leaves it off for Ella Ruland. Shot clock's at 15 for the Jays. Ruland goes to her left into a screen of Walzenbach. Dumps into the paint. Walzenbach spins left. Tough shot up. Too strong off the back of the rim. Rebound out of bounds on the baseline off of Gehlen. And it is Akron-Westfield's basketball. The Jays really wanted a foul call on that miss by Walzenbach. They don't get it. Now the inbound pass is deflected out by Gehlen. The Westerners will re-inbound. And they'll do so with Taven Wilkin returning to the floor. She will get Brooklyn Hughes out of there. Give Hughes a little bit of a breather. 2:16 left in the first quarter. 9-3 Akron-Westfield. Early advantage in War Eagle Conference girls basketball. Inbound goes to Brianna Rolfus, and she hands it off to Wilkin down the right side of the lane. Kicks into the corner. Vanderhelm drives the baseline. Lost the handle as it was deflected out of bounds off of Gehlen last. The Westerners will re-inbound with 2:10 to go in the first. 9-3 Akron-Westfield leads it. Westerners to inbound. Pick lobs it free throw line. Rolfus hands to the free throw line. Vanderhelm drives in a 15-footer's up and good. Peyton Vanderhelm hits the little mid-range from just outside the charity stripe. And it's 11-3 Akron-Westfield. Jays bring it back up the floor, left side lane as Ella Ruland runs it down the left side. And was fouled. Do we have it on the floor? They got the foul on Vanderhelm. Yeah, they're going to say that's on the floor. First personal, third team foul of the quarter against Akron-Westfield. And so the Jays will re-inbound the basketball. Emmy Castle will inbound baseline left of the hoop. 11-3 Akron-Westfield, a minute 55 left of the first quarter. Inbound left corner, Ruland drives to the high post, flings it up top. Ayla Schmidt down the left side lane, runs it up with the right hand, swatted away by Brianna Rolfus. And now Akron-Westfield tries to take it up the floor. Scheitler rips it away, lays it in with a right hand. In the backcourt, Bella Scheitler comes up with a steal and score, making it 11-5 Akron-Westfield, a minute 35 of the first quarter. Westerners trying to extend that lead as Gaswin curls all the way into the paint, runs it up with the right hand, missed it well short. Rebound taken by Ayla Schmidt, and she runs it up the right sideline on the wing. Stops there, just beyond the arc. Schmidt throws it into the right corner for Bella Scheitler, stuck there in the corner, and she stepped on the sideline out of bounds. Bella Scheitler ran out of position there on that right sideline. Westerners will take over on the out-of-bounds situation. And Akron-Westfield up by 6 with a minute 18 to go in the first quarter. Off to a strong start on the offensive side and the defensive side. Doing a nice job of limiting the opportunities. Gehlen gets to score the basketball, which is half the battle, of course. Here come the Westerners as Vanderhelm drives the right baseline. Dribbled it off a Gehlen player and out of bounds. And the Westerners will re-inbound, baseline right of the hoop. Brooklyn Hughes will set up for the inbound. Lobs it to the free throw line. Brianna Rolfus dribbles into the paint. She is tied up for the basketball. It is a held ball. And the possession arrow stays with Akron-Westfield. And they'll keep the possession with a minute 6 to go in the first. 11-5 Akron-Westfield. These are the kind of possessions the Jays do not need on defense. If they want to try coming back down 6 points. Inbound to Vanderhelm. One dribble, picks it up, throws it out on the cut. Rolfus drives to the right corner. Long two on the way, comes up short. Rebound taken by Ella Ruhlin. Here she comes with a head of steam. Bounce the pass up the floor, left corner. Schmidt throws up a three, missed it short. And the rebound taken by Vanderhelm. Akron-Westfield runs it. Vanderhelm outlet pass, deflected, loose, and it's recovered by Akron-Westfield. Up top, Wilkin hands it off to Brooklyn Hughes, who took a peek at the basket, but dribbles right instead. Now lobbing down to Rolfus on the pick and roll. That pass is deflected away and taken up the floor by Ayla Schmidt. Up the floor, lob pass, right side of lane. Budden drives to the high post, dumps it right baseline. Emmy Castle works left, flings it out of there. Left side of the lane, Ruhlin bounced it out left corner. Scheitler, a three is good. Bella Scheitler from the left side corner. Her three makes it a one-score game. 11-7. Oh, I think they're going to say that's a 2. Oh, they did give it a 3 as Brooklyn Hughes drives right of the lane, lays it in from the right block, and good. 13-8 Akron-Westfield. 5 seconds left of the first quarter. Here come the Jays. Schmidt dribbles left, needs to get a shot off, and does. The 3 is up, missed it too strong, and that will take us into the second quarter. Your score, Akron-Westfield 13, Gehlen Catholic 8. Fun back and forth so far. We'll step aside to be back with more high school girls basketball in just a moment here on KLEM.
Make sure you can see the ball clearly. Schedule your annual eye exam today at Gehlen Family Eye Care, downtown Lamars. They'll treat you like family, and they have the most stylish eyewear selection in town. Gehlen Family Eye Care.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamar.
Wagner Auto Supply is proud to support our area athletes and their families. As you travel from game to game, take care of your vehicle with new filters, batteries, windshield wipers, and wiper fluid from Wagner Auto Supply, 1st Street Northwest, Lamars.
This is Hallie Wojnbach, and you're listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We are back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamars. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM. Ready to start quarter number 2. As the Akron-Westfield girls still hold on to a 13-8 lead on Gehlen Catholic in Fuego Conference competition. The Jays have the basketball into the quarter break, and a pass goes to the right side for Faith Kelly. She flings into the right corner for Anna Schilling, and she looks to her left. Throws it left side, Emmy Castle, left side lane to the block, comes to a stop, out to Budden, left corner, bounced it out to Ayla Schmidt on the left side. Schmidt to the left high post, spins to her right in the lane, and she is called just briefly for that double dribble. Good eye by our official. She just, for a moment, had that second hand of the ball and turns it over in doing so. Akron-Westfield will get it back up by 5. 13-8 Westerners, 7:35 left in the half. And here comes Akron-Westfield to the front court. Fairbanks picks up her dribble now, has to pass out of it, finds Naslin at the left high post. Naslin skips it right side. There's Rolfus back up top. Working to her right is Brooklyn Hughes. Down to Rolfus in the right corner. Back up top. Wilkin flings it around the left side for Fairbanks. Down the right side of the lane, kicks it right corner. Open three on the way by Rolfus, is off the back side of the rim, no good. And the rebound taken by Emmy Castle. Here she comes. The freshman stops at the free throw line, looks to kick it out, finds Schmidt, open in the left corner. She drives instead, runs it up from 10 feet, missed it a bit short. And the rebound taken by Akron-Westfield. Early start of this second quarter. We haven't had a score in this period yet as Hughes runs it down the right side of the alley, out to Fairbanks in the right corner. They reverse it around the perimeter, left side in the left corner. Hughes steps back for a three. It rims around and out. Rebound tapped out of bounds off of Gehlen last. It was Ayla Schmidt who tried to swipe it away from the Westerners under the basket. And Akron-Westfield will re-inbound the ball. They'll also get a fresh shot clock off of this. Number of substitutions made by both sides. And with 6:46 to go in the first half, it's 13-8. Akron-Westfield have not had a change of that score since the first quarter. Inbound right baseline goes to Fairbanks. Poked out of bounds by Faith Kelly. Nice defense down there as Kelly's able to force the Westerners to re-inbound this ball. And to inbound will be the freshman Morgan Pick. She's got the ball in the right corner. Inbound pass deflected. It's stolen away by Emmy Castle. Right there to cover up the inbound. Castle flings it down to Kearns, driving left to the lane. Hands it off to Kelly. Left block. Her shot swatted away down low by Rolfus. And here comes Akron-Westfield the other way with 6:30 left in the half. Westerners catch a break as working down the lane is Pick. Ball poked away from behind by Castle, and they get Emmy for a foul. Emmy Castle commits the first foul of the quarter against Gehlen Catholic. And that's her first personal as well. So Akron-Westfield re-inbounds to the free throw line. There is Naslin, kicks it out right side, back up top, driving down the lane. Fairbanks runs it up from the right block, missed it too strong. Rebound tapped in the lane. Fairbanks gets it back at the right high post. Free throw line, Naslin kicks it out left corner. Rolfus back up top into the hands of Ellie Small. Down the left side, out to the wing. Rolfus launches a three. It comes up short. Long rebound out to Peyton Kearns. And here comes Gehlen Catholic. Kearns' outlet into the right corner. Finds Faith Kelly. Comes to a good clean stop out to the right side. Kearns tries to dribble to the top of the arc and is fouled while doing so. Foul on the play goes against Caberly Fairbanks, and that's her first. First of the quarter for the Westerners as well. 5:57 left in the first half. 13-8. Akron-Westfield leads. Still have not had a score either way in this second quarter. As Gehlen will set up for the inbound. Inbound right side to Scheitler. Gives it back to Faith Kelly. She's got a head of steam to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Castle. Right side, high post. Feeds it down to the shielding Hallie Walzenbach. Her right block shot missed, but was fouled while doing so. And Hallie Walzenbach is going to the line to shoot two. And they'll get this foul on Brooklyn Hughes. That's Hughes' second of the quarter as a team for Akron-Westfield as well. Walzenbach is at the line shooting two. First one goes up and in. 13-9. Akron-Westfield leads this War Eagle Conference girls basketball matchup. Second one for Walzenbach is around and down. Perfect trip to the line for Hallie Walzenbach. 13-10 Akron-Westfield. 5:45 left before halftime. Here come the Westerners. Kick out pass left side, stepping inside the arc. Fairbanks with a long two. Missed it strong, and a fight for the rebound results in a foul. No, they're going to call a held ball. Held ball on the play. Possession arrow goes the way of Akron-Westfield. There's a little bit of extras after the whistle was blown as they were still trying to fight for the rebound. And now Brandon Schecker arguing with our official that there should have been a foul. And our official's telling him, no, I think we had a held ball. So inbound will come from Brooklyn Hughes. Baseline right of the hoop. Westerners up by 3, but yet to score in the second quarter. Working down the right side of the lane is Naslin. And the ball is out of bounds off of Gehlen last. It was ripped away by Faith Kelly. And so it will stay with Akron-Westfield. Baseline right of the hoop. Faith Kelly did a nice job ripping the ball away. Could not quite come up with a takeaway. And now Brooklyn Hughes will re-inbound. Lob up to the free throw line. Caught by Rolfus. She drives inside. Left block. Runner up with the left hand. Missed it short. Rebound taken the other way by Gehlen Catholic. And here comes Emmy Castle up the left side. On the wing. Crosses over. Dribble to her right hand. Looks back door to the left block. Finds Peyton Kearns. Right-handed hook shot off the left side of the rim and good. Peyton Kearns on a nice take into the paint. It's a one-point game. 13-12 Akron-Westfield. Westerners with a head of steam. Pass inside. Intercepted by Walzenbach off the deflection. Jays up the floor with it. Faith Kelly right side of the lane to the baseline. Block. Lost it out of bounds off of Akron-Westfield last. And it will stay with Gehlen with 5:03 left before halftime. Well, a good start to this second quarter. The Jays have held the Westerners off the scoreboard and have trimmed a 5-point deficit down to 1. Inbound pass was deflected into the hands of Brooklyn Hughes, who was still standing on the baseline when she retrieved it. She is out of bounds. Gehlen gets the ball back. Inbound baseline right of the hoop, into the right corner. Rulin drives to the right block, gets fouled on the shot attempt. And 2 free throws coming for Ella Rulin. This foul goes against Morgan Pick. It's Pick's first, third of the quarter for Akron-Westfield. And Ella Rulin, if she knocks down both free throws, would give Gehlen Catholic their first lead of the night. First shot for Rulin is just a bit short. So all she can do is tie the game. It is 13-12 Akron-Westfield, 4:59 to go in the first half, and a battle of teams that desperately need a win. Gehlen Catholic 4-12, Akron-Westfield 2-13. A good chance for one of these two teams to snap quite a bit of a losing skid. As we got a good sight for Gehlen, Kennedy Paulson's back on the floor for the first time in a number of games. Second free throw good for Rulin, and she does tie the game up at 13. 4:55 to go in the first half as Emmy Castle pokes the ball free. Hallie Walzenbach scoops it up. Outlet up ahead to Rulin. Bounces right corner. Kearns trying to get it down low to Rulin, and the ball's deflected out of bounds by the Westerners. This stays with Gehlen with 4:48 left in the half. Tied at 13 between Gehlen Catholic and Akron-Westfield. And the Jays will inbound. They bounce it into the right block off the fingers of Walzenbach. Recovered by Rulin. Left of the lane to the block. Shuffle their feet in a traveling violation against Ella Rulin. Turns it back over to Akron-Westfield. We got quite a good dogfight brewing here between a couple of teams that are so solid defensively against one another. Morgan Pick inbounds into Caberly Fairbanks. She dribbles up the middle of the floor, trying to beat Rulin up the floor. Dubs it down left block. Rolfus runs in the lane. Missed it strong over Walzenbach, but Hallie got her across the arm. And a foul called against Walzenbach is her first. Second of the quarter against Gehlen. Brianna Rolfus to the line to shoot 2. Just a 42% free throw shooter on the season is Rolfus. Her first one is good off the front of the rim. And Brianna Rolfus is on the scoreboard for the first time tonight, making it 14-13 Akron-Westfield. Second one upcoming for Rolfus is a high arcer off the right side of the rim, no good. Rebound in the lane controlled by Hallie Walzenbach. And the Jays with a made field goal can take the lead here. Kearns on the right side, ball fakes, right side of the lane to the block, runs it up from the baseline, missed it strong, but she's fouled. And Peyton Kearns a chance to shoot 2 on a foul by Morgan Pick. That's her second. And it's the fourth of the quarter as well against Akron-Westfield. And for Peyton Kearns, free throws have not been a strong suit, but she's got a chance to change that here. First one is good off the backboard and back of the rim. Tied at 14, 4:29 left in the half. Peyton Kearns makes on average just 23% of her free throw attempts. Knocks down the first one there. Second one for Kearns, up and off the right side, no good. The rebound controlled by Akron-Westfield. Still in a tie game at 14, 4:24 left before halftime. Here comes Morgan Pick, left of the lane, ball poked free. It is out of bounds off Gehlen last. It'll stay with Akron-Westfield, baseline left of the hoop. 4:20 left to play before halftime. Gehlen and Akron-Westfield tied at 14. Westerners trying to break that tie again, keep themselves in the lead. Fairbanks throws it out right side. Gaswin drives inside, shuffle their feet, and is whistled for a traveling violation. Avery Gaswin turns it over. Gehlen gets it back with 4:15 left before the half. We remain tied at 14. Been a low-scoring second quarter compared to the first. The Westerners have just put up 1 point on the board in this period. Jays have put up 6. Kennedy Paulson has the ball at the left high post, hands it off to Rulin, left side of the lane to the block, step back move, her pull-up jumper misses too strong. Rebound on the backside is controlled by Morgan Pick. And now here comes Akron-Westfield. Up the left sideline is Wilkin, throws back toward the middle of the floor. Pick gets into the front court. And Pick pivots away from Rulin, over to the right side, Gaswin, right side of the lane to the block, runs it up. Shot is turned away by Ayla Schmidt. Schmidt got a hand on that ball. Here come the Jays now, still tied at 14. Schmidt left of the lane to the block, jump stop, tries to lean in, splits a double team. Shot is turned away by Rolfus. Walzenbach gets it back, right-handed to reverse hook shot, missed too strong. And a foul on the rebound goes against Gehlen. Fight down low for the rebound, resulted in a foul, and they get Kennedy Paulson for it. Paulson's first, the third of the quarter against Gehlen. Paulson checks out. Anna Schilling is in for her as Akron-Westfield brings back in Brooklyn Hughes for Avery Gaswin, as well as Peyton Vanderhelm for Caberly Fairbanks. Westerners have the ball, tied at 14, 3:28 left before halftime. Westerners having a tough time against this Gehlen pressure, trying to get into the front court, and they do get it in time. Pick on the left side, hands it up top. Hughes working to her left, a behind-the-back dribble, tries to get free of Rulin, spins away from her, runs it up from 12 in the lane, missed it wide left, rebound controlled by Anna Schilling. Nice take, though, by Hughes. Just couldn't quite score it. Now here comes Gehlen. Rulin bounce the pass left corner. Kearns open three. Too much on it. Rebound pulled down on the backside by Hughes once again. And then a foul on the dribble up the floor for Akron-Westfield. Goes against Gehlen. It's Peyton Kearns with her first. Fourth of the quarter. We're nearing bonus territory both ways. Each team has 4 team fouls. 3 minutes to go before halftime. Westerners and Jays tied at 14 in War Eagle Conference girls basketball. And here comes Akron-Westfield. Spin and pass goes to Brooklyn Hughes. She enters the front court, dribbles to her right off the screen. Back up top to Vanderhelm. Right high post entry. Hughes spins right baseline. Fall away shot. Back of the rim. No good. Another offensive rebound. Naslin puts it up on the right hand. Missed it. She fights for another O-board and kicks it up top to Pick. Free throw line drive. Leaves it off for Brooklyn Hughes. Right side of the circles. Hughes to the top of the key now. Passes right side. Pick drives the baseline to the block. Runs it up with the right hand. Missed it strong. Walzenbach ties up the rebound. It's a held ball, and the possession goes back to Gehlen. Now the Westerners had some good looks, thanks in large part to Ainsley Naslin, who continues to crash the offensive glass with some energy. And now the Jays will have the ball with 2:27 left in the half, and we are tied at 14 between Gehlen Catholic and Akron-Westfield. Ayla Schmidt leaves it in for Peyton Kearns. Back to Schmidt and back to Kearns. Peyton into the front court of the top of the key. Hands it off to Schmidt to her left. A ball fake. Still in a tie game at 14. Left corner to Budden. Pass to the left baseline. It goes out of bounds off of Gehlen last. And it's back to Akron-Westfield with 2:14 left before halftime. Tie game at 14. One of these teams could get into the bonus, with both sides at 4 fouls as a team. Here comes Morgan Pick, pass into the right corner. Vanderhelm drives the baseline against Ayla Schmidt. Right block, flings it out of there. Left side, long two. Wilkin buries it. Taven Wilkin from the left side, and Akron-Westfield is up 16-14. A minute 55 left to play before halftime. The Westerners finally break that tie. It had been on that board for so long, and now Ayla Schmidt works to her right, and she is fouled trying to dribble to the high post. Ayla Schmidt is fouled by Peyton Vanderhelm. That's her second and the 5th of the quarter. That puts Ayla Schmidt on the line for bonus free throws. And she's got to make both of them to tie this game. First one for Ayla, high off the back of the rim, front of the rim, and no good. Jays have been good tonight for a 1 of 2 trip to the line just about every time. Second free throw upcoming for Ayla Schmidt, trying to make it a 1-point game. Her shot is good, and it's 16-15. Akron-Westfield leads it here in War Eagle Conference girls basketball. The Westerners get it in against this full-court defense. Spinning out of there is Brooklyn Hughes. She runs it up the floor, lobs it down to the right block for Naslin. Ball is off target, a little over the top, and it was deflected out of bounds by Delaney Budden. It stays Akron-Westfield's possession. The Westerners will set up for the inbound baseline right of the hoop. 16-15 Akron-Westfield. A minute 43 left before halftime. Hughes gets into the free throw line. Gaswin shuffled her feet and is called for a travel. Gaswin on a little shot fake, turns the basketball over. Gehlen takes over. Down 1. In a battle of teams that are each looking so hard for wins. Westerners have won 2 games this year. Jays have won 4. And they're both riding way too long of losing skids. And now we've got a foul on a screen. Gehlen set the screen. Wilkin fell to the ground, and they get Gehlen for the foul. That's Wilkin's second personal. Emmy Castle was the victim of the foul. She's going to the line to shoot 2. 1 ties the game, and the first one misses short. Still a 16-15 Akron-Westfield advantage with a minute 34 left before halftime. The second one for Castle is off the front of the rim, glass and no good. Missed it a bit short. So it remains a 1-point Westerner lead. Here comes Akron-Westfield. Brooklyn Hughes loses the dribble up the right sideline, out of bounds. Gehlen will take over. Still down 1. Jays have not led yet tonight. They've tied the game a couple of times, but they have not taken the lead. Scheidler on the lob pass, drives to the right block, pivots out, lobs it up top, and resets to Schmidt. Ayla to the top of the key, spins to the free throw line, runs it up. A hook shot with the right hand, missed it too strong. Rebound pulled down by Avery Gaswin and Akron-Westfield. Westerners run it up the floor with Brooklyn Hughes. Here she comes up the right side lane to the block, runs it up over Scheidler and scores from the baseline. Brooklyn Hughes with a nice patient drive down the right side of the key. 18-15 Westerners, 56 seconds left in the half. Here's Schmidt dribbling to her left. Left wing three on the way, comes up short, long rebound controlled by Gaswin. And it's Akron-Westfield running up the floor, losing the possession. Schmidt scoops it up in the backcourt, and a timeout from Gehlen Catholic head coach Brandon Schecker with 45 seconds left in the half. 18-15 Akron-Westfield. We'll take a short break. Back after this on KLEM.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty Century 21 ProLink, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to cnos.net to learn more.
This is Peyton Kearns, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We are back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym in Lamars late in this first half. 45 seconds left to go before halftime. The Jays trail Akron-Westfield in girls basketball 18-15 as Emmy Castle dribbles to her right. They try a double-team trap, and Akron-Westfield commits a foul while doing so. The foul is on Morgan Pick. That's her third. And so Emmy Castle goes back to the line. She'll shoot two, trying to atone for the two misses she had on her last trip. First one misses short. Castle could not quite knock down the first one. It's still an 18-15 Akron-Westfield lead with 41 seconds left to play in the half. Second one upcoming for Emmy Castle, trying to make it a two-point game. And her shot is off the backside of the rim, no good. Ella Rule in the O board, back up with a right-hand shot. It misses short. Another fight for the rebound, and Akron-Westfield comes down with it. And here come the Westerners, up by three. Right side of the lane is Small. Steps back on the arc. Three on the way, off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Naslin back up with a right-hand shot. Missed it. Gaswin, third try, doesn't fall. Rebound out off of Akron-Westfield last. And it goes back the way of Gehlen Catholic. And this will come with the shot clock dart. 23 seconds left in the half. 18-15, Akron-Westfield on top in girls basketball. Jays trying to close the second quarter. A little bit of momentum taking him in the locker room. Dribbling right, Ayla Schmidt looks, lobs, free throw line. Walzenbach splits a double team, pivots, puts a shot up and in. Comes 14 feet out. Hallie Walzenbach hits it. Now with 5 seconds left, Westerners dribble it up the floor. Right sideline pass to the wing. Peyton Vanderhelm had the ball ripped free. And that will conclude your first half of competition. Fun back and forth for Gehlen Catholic and Akron-Westfield in Warrego Conference girls basketball. It is an 18-17 Westerner advantage as we take this one into the locker room. We will take a break, come back, and when we do, we'll get you your first half stats, get you caught up on the action you may have missed, and get you ready for the second half of play as well. Once again, your score, Akron-Westfield 18, Gehlen Catholic 17. We'll be back in just a few minutes to recap the first half. You're listening to Warrego Conference girls basketball here on KLEM Lamars.
From playtime to game time, Launchpad Children's Museum fuels young imaginations while our hometown sports teams inspire the next generation of champions. Best of luck to our area teams from Launchpad Children's Museum.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamars is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products. And they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamars. Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and four walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamar's supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamar's, Iowa.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
Gehlen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at GehlenCatholic.org.
Hey sports fans, this is Perry from the Ace Hardware downtown Lamar's. Maintain your home and yard with advice and products from Ace. We'll help you get it done more efficiently so you have time to go to the next game. Ace Hardware, Lamar's.
This is Ayla Schmidt, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
Well, we are back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym in Lamar's. Daniel Versteeg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio at KLEM1410.com. You can also watch this game. That's live on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. After one half of basketball, the Akron-Westfield girls lead Gehlen Catholic by a score of 18-17. Pretty defensively intense second quarter of play as Gehlen wins that second quarter by a margin of 9-5. So that makes things a little bit more interesting. Jays tied it up a couple of times there in that second quarter, but just could not find a way to take the lead. They get it tied and just could not succeed offensively or get anything going. And that unfortunately kind of has halted their momentum. Once they tie the game, there's really not much afterwards. So again, your halftime score, Akron-Westfield 18, Gehlen Catholic 17. Let's take a look at the offensive stats that have carried us so far. For Akron-Westfield, the Westerners are 8 of 31 from the field, 1 of 8 from long range, and they had only 2 free throw attempts. They made 1 of them. The Westerners have a good, balanced offensive attack. 7 different players scored in the first half, led by Taven Wilkins, 5 points. 4 points for Brooklyn Hughes. It was 2 points for Peyton Vanderhelm, Caberly Fairbanks, Morgan Pick, and Ainsley Naslund, and then 1 point in there for Brianna Rolfus. Gehlen Catholic went 5 of 26 from the field, just shy of 20%, 2 of 9 from long range, and they were 5 of 12 at the free throw line. Their top scorer was Bella Scheidler. Popped off the bench. She scored 5 points in the first quarter, and those 5 points have held so far as the top total for Gehlen Catholic to this point. Other top scorers, but Hallie Walgenbach had 4 points. Ayla Schmidt also had 4 points in the first half. Peyton Kearns added another 3 points, and Ella Ruland scored 1 point at the free throw line. It's been a good battle so far, good competitive matchup, and we're going to see who gets some early advantage going in the second half of play, because that, I think, could go a long way toward potentially dictating how this contest could go in the long runs. The first few minutes of the second half could be very, very instrumental in determining a victor here this evening. We'll take a break and we'll come back with the second half of competition. Again, your halftime score is the Akron-Westfield girls 18, Gehlen Catholic 17. We're back to continue things with the second half of action. In just a moment, you're listening to War Eagle Conference Basketball on KLEM Lamars.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Gehlen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
For all of your commercial or residential concrete or construction needs, JMax Construction is ready for you. At JMax Construction, you can be sure that your project will be handled with great customer service as well as the best of class construction and concrete work. Call JMax Construction and Concrete today at 540-0574.
Siouxland Glass is so glad you're supporting local athletes and listening to this great matchup. Siouxland Glass wants me to tell you that if you have a chip or crack in your windshield or need the whole thing replaced, you can call them at 540-9080. Siouxland Glass.
Season after season, our community comes together to support our students and the activities they love. At Northwest Bank, we celebrate that commitment, showing up, giving your best, and supporting one another every step of the way. Whether you're chasing financial goals or cheering from the stands, we're here to help you with flexible accounts, personalized service, and a team dedicated to your success. Here's to our student athletes, playing strong and representing our hometown with heart. Northwest Bank, member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle.
And the blow dry is to die for. It always makes your sleek and shiny.
My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee Lamar's.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
Touchdown for great times at the Lamar's Eagles Club. Join us Tuesday nights for bingo and don't miss our delicious Wednesday night burger night. Proud sponsors of local athletics where the fun never stops. Visit the Eagles Club this week.
Willow Lodge Pet Resort wants to wish all of our area athletes best of luck in tonight's game. Whether leaving town for vacation or just need a place for your pet during the workday, see Willow Lodge Pet Resort today on Prospect Street in Lamar's.
This is Coach Shucker, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We are back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamar's. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM Lamar's online audio. It's found at KLEM1410.com. You can also check out a video stream of this matchup. That's live on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Thanks to our great sponsors like Easy Clean Car Wash, Julie Hurt at Century 21 Pro Link, Northwest Bank, as well as Pease Pizza House. We are ready to start the second half of play as Akron-Westfield still leads Gehlen Catholic and War Eagle Conference girls basketball by a margin of 18-17. It's been a good ball game to this point, and going to be really fun to see who kind of starts pulling away in the third quarter. Westerners had about a 6-point lead a couple of times in that first half of competition, but Gehlen was able to claw it back every time. We'll see if the Jays are able to make some headwind here. Akron-Westfield opens the second half with possession of the basketball. Brooklyn Hughes dribbles into the front court, passes into the paint. It is taken away on the bounce by Hallie Walgenbach, and the Jays have the steal. Here comes Ella Rulin up the left side, dribbles free throw line, bounces out to the right side. Schmidt works it down the right baseline, backs down the defender, cuts it out, right side, back up top to Rulin. Dribbles into the screen, kicks it right side. There's Kearns, leaving it on a bounce. Rulin right of the circle three, grazes the front of the rim, out of bounds. And it is Akron-Westfield's basketball, and the missed opportunity by Gehlen Catholic. Still a 1-point Westerner lead at 18-17. Westerners trying to get in. Some man-to-man pressure put on by the Jays. And Akron-Westfield trying to dribble out of it as Fairbanks passes into the front court. Lob gets up the floor to Wilkin. Hand on the left side for Naslund. Back up top. Fairbanks steps into a straightaway three. That's high off the front of the rim. No good. And Walzenbach tracks down a defensive rebound. Had it ripped away. Walzenbach runs through Walzenbach and is called for an offensive foul. Caberly Fairbanks took the ball away, but then is called for the charge as she charged right into Hallie Walzenbach. It is the second personal foul against Fairbanks. First foul of the quarter against the Westerners. Gehlen gets the ball back, still down one. 7:08 to go in the third quarter. And here comes Ayla Schmidt dribbling right, the handoff to Peyton Kearns to the free throw line, spins back to her right, hands it off up top. Schmidt to the left elbow, dumps it down to the left block. Walzenbach turnaround righty hook shot, missed it off the front of the rim. Another great defensive stand by the Westerners, and here comes Akron-Westfield with Brooklyn Hughes. Screen coming left, Hughes, and we've got an offensive foul on a moving screen. They got the foul against Ainsley Naslund on the illegal screen. That's Naslund's first, second of the quarter. Jays will get it back with 6:45 left in the third. Still down one. They bounce out left side. Rulin gets an open look at a three, steps into the shot, and is called for a traveling violation. A travel against Ella Rulin turns the Jays over. Akron-Westfield right back in possession with 6:41 to play in the third. Inbound pass caught off the deflection. Here comes Brooklyn Hughes, right side of the lane. She's got a head of steam. Right block, runs into Walzenbach. Layup up with the right hand, missed it short. Rebound toward the baseline, deflected, recovered. Naslund right side of the lane to the block, runs it up with the right hand, missed it strong. And the rebound taken the other way by Gehlen Catholic. Long outlet pass trying to find Kearns. She's got it left block. They reverse it up top. Rulin steps into a straightaway three, missed it a bit short. Walzenbach there. The offensive putback with the left hand misses. She is fouled. And we got two shots coming for Hallie Walzenbach, and the foul committed by Brianna Rolfus. The first for her and the third of the quarter for Akron-Westfield. So Walzenbach back at the line, a chance to give the Jays the lead if she knocks down both. First one is good. That ties the game. 18 points apiece. 6:15 left in quarter number three. Second one upcoming for Hallie Walzenbach. She's perfect so far on free throws with three of them made on three tries. Second one for Walzenbach, good as well. And for the first time tonight, the Jays have the lead. It is 19-18, Gehlen Catholic, 6:10 left in the third. Westerners bring it back with Wilkin, and they set it up top to Morgan Pick. Dribbling to her left off a screen at the high post. They swing it around up top into the hands of Hughes to her right. Stutter step dribble, works right high post, kicks it on the wing. Fairbanks dribbles into the corner, steps back on the right side, lobs it into the paint, and it's deflected by Walzenbach. Budden scoops up the loose ball. Here comes Ayla Schmidt with the Jays ahead by a point. Schmidt at the top of the key, feeds back to the right side. Budden runs into a defender. The ball gets lost out of bounds off of Gehlen, and it's Akron-Westfield's basketball on the Gehlen giveaway. 5:42 left in the third, 19-18, Gehlen Catholic on top. And Akron-Westfield trying to retake the lead. First time they've been down here tonight. Pass up the floor is intercepted by Walzenbach. She's been fronting that entry to Naslund as now Rulin dribbles left. Ball is poked free by Brooklyn Hughes. She dribbles up the floor and is fouled in a retaliatory act by Peyton Kearns. Kearns called for her second. The first of the quarter against Gehlen as Akron-Westfield gets it back with 5:30 to go in the third. 19-18 Jays. Westerners get into Brooklyn Hughes, and here comes Akron-Westfield into the front court with Morgan Pick. Dribbling to her left on the wing, shovels a pass out to Wilkin, back up top. And this is for Brooklyn Hughes to the point, over to the right side. Fairbanks guarded by Budden, back up top to Morgan Pick. Dribbles to her right, high post, kicks right corner. Hughes thought about the triple, now launches the three, missed it a bit short. Rebound on the backside, pulled down by Fairbanks. Out left side, Pick, open three, a bit too strong. Rebound right corner, Rulin controls it. And she is fouled going after the basketball. Look at the foul against Ainsley Naslund. Her second and the fourth of the quarter. And now to be Gehlen's ball, up by one. 5:02 left in the third. 19-18 Gehlen. Inbound goes to Peyton Kearns. Kearns in the backcourt trying to break free of Brooklyn Hughes. Picks up her dribble, hands to Rulin. Rulin dribbles up the right sideline. Brandon Checker, head coach of the Jays, wanted a timeout. Jays get it in the front court. Pass back door to Budden. Lays it into the right hand. Plus a foul. Well, the Jays made a lot of something out of nothing there as Budden is going to get a chance at an and one. That's Taven Wilkin for her third. It was Delaney Budden making the shot. She's at the line for one more, and the free throw is good. And one free throw for Delaney Budden, and it's 22-18. Gehlen leads, 4:45 left in quarter number 3. Here come the Westerners. Up the floor, Wilkin. Right side high post, kicks the right corner. Fairbanks steps into a much-needed three. Missed it strong. Rulin tracks down the defensive rebound left block and throws it up floor to Ayla Schmidt, who tracks it down. Schmidt up the sideline to the top of the key. Free throw line drive, runs it up from 12, right side of the alley, and rolls it in off the right side of the rim and good. And we'll get a timeout there from Corey DeRocher, the head coach of Akron-Westfield girls basketball. 4:24 left in the third. 24-18, Gehlen on top. We will take a timeout and be back in just a moment. You're listening to War Eagle Conference girls basketball on KLEM.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamars and Akron.
Supporting our students in their endeavors at school is important to Prime Bank. Making sure that our students have the best chance for success is why we work hard to provide our backing. Prime Bank wishes all of our teams and groups good luck.
For all your construction needs, trust the Wilchin Brothers. They're a Better Business Bureau accredited business and will be there every step of the way to get your project done right. Call 546-4135 for Wilchin Brothers Incorporated. Bob's Bike Shop, your power sports headquarters. Yamaha, Can-Am, and Club Cars. They've got the ride that fits your wild side. Visit them today on Highway 75 North in Lamars. Proud sponsor of your local sports action.
This is Hallie Wajnbach, and you're listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
Out of the Westerner timeout, it's Akron-Westfield ball. 4:20 left in the third, 24-18, Gehlen Catholic. Jays have opened this third quarter on a 7-0 run. Westerners trying to break it. And Pick dribbles into the lane, kicks it out to Small. Right high post, Fairbanks dribbles to the right baseline, throws it up top. Pick thought about the open three, drives instead, runs it up from 8 feet with a right hand and scores. A great change of the decision there from Morgan Pick. 24-20, Gehlen Catholic. And now the Jays have it in the front court. Ayla Schmidt dribbles to the top of the key, spins to her right. On the wing, high post, Schmidt up top. Kearns, open three, up and off the left side of the rim, no good. Walzenbach, the old board, dribbles in the lane with a right hand, gets tied up going after the basketball. And then the rebound gets forced loose. It then gets tied up again. It's a held ball. Possession stays with Gehlen. And the Westerners will inbound it. Or the Jays will inbound baseline left of the hoop. Good defense there for the Westerners. Changed a couple of opportunities to score. Gehlen will inbound with Peyton Kearns. 24-20, Jays lead. Kearns bounces it in left of the lane. Budden throws it out left corner. Kearns, top of the key, bounce to the free throw line. Rulin, left side of the lane to the block, runs it up with the left hand, missed it, but got fouled. And 2 free throws coming for Ella Rulin. The foul is against Brianna Rolfus, her second. Westerners have been at the limit team foul-wise most of this quarter now already. And 2 free throws for Ella Rulin. First one is good off the front and back of the rim. And it is 25-20. Gehlen leads. 3:31 left in quarter number 3. Second one for Rulin. Up and short. And Akron-Westfield's got the basketball on the rebound. Westerners run it up the floor. This is Ellie Small into the half court. Right side on the wing. Small skips a pass left side of the lane. Fairbanks drives inside and is fouled on a push. Foul against Gehlen. Bella Scheitler is whistled for her first. It's the second of the quarter as well against Gehlen. And now Akron-Westfield will have it inbound. Down by 5, 3:21 to go in the third. 25-20, Gehlen leads. Westerners look into the corner. They find Naslin. She dribbles along the baseline, back out to the wing. Left side to the top of the key is Fairbanks. Hands it out to Morgan Pick. Left side of the lane. Pick pass across the alley. It is Doe for Naslin. Gets it back to Pick. Right-handed hook shot swatted away by Kearns. And the rebound taken by Gehlen Catholic. Run up the floor by Emmy Castle at the top of the key, and she traveled just before getting that pass off. Traveling violation against Emmy Castle. Gehlen turns it over. Westerners get it back. 3 minutes left to go in the third. 25-20, Gehlen Catholic. Scheitler intercepts the inbound, takes it in, and lays it in with a right hand. Bella Scheitler there for the inbound. Steal and score, and now an inbound pass off target, out of bounds off Akron-Westfield. Gehlen takes back over. Up 27-20, 2:51 left in the third. Westerners have scored a total of 2 points in this quarter. As Peyton Kearns inbounds in the left corner. Budden dribbles inside against Small. Throws it back up top on the recovery. Castle dribbles left to the lane. Into the corner. Kearns drives inside. Out to Budden left side. Delaney to the free throw line. Stops there. 15-foot pull-up is good. Delaney Budden, a little mid-range game. Jays increase their lead 29-20. 2.5 to play in the third. And here's Akron-Westfield. Pass down low. Hughes catches left block. Runs it up with the right hand. Swatted out of bounds by Peyton Kearns. It's out. Off. I thought it was out of Gehlen. And they're going to say it's off Akron-Westfield last. It's off Akron-Westfield, so Gehlen gets the ball with 2:26 left in the third. And it's a 29-20 Gehlen advantage. Jays will inbound the length of the floor. And again, they are on a strong run to open this second quarter of play. It's a third quarter of play. It's a 12-2 Gehlen run as the Westerners do deflect an outlet pass out of bounds. Stays with Gehlen in the front court. But again, a 12-2 third quarter in favor of the Jays. That is carrying them a long way. Ella Ruland inbounds into the backcourt, finds Emmy Castle. Castle bounce the pass to the right side. It is for Ruland, and an illegal screen is set by Faith Kelly. Kelly whistled for her first foul on that illegal screen. Team foul number 3 of the quarter. Westerners take over. 2:14 left to go in the third. 29-20, Gehlen Catholic on top of Akron-Westfield in War Eagle Conference girls basketball. Inbound pass up the floor to Brooklyn Hughes. Ball deflected toward the sideline. Out of bounds off Akron-Westfield last. It's Gehlen basketball. Jays will get it back ahead by 9. And another costly turnover for Akron-Westfield. Jays get into Faith Kelly. Kelly throws it over to Ella Ruland, and here she comes into the front court. Ruland lobs it right side, finds Kelly. She dribbles into the paint, stops out there. Kick out to the left side. Castle dribbles into the corner. Baseline to the block, lays it up. Offensive foul call. Basket does not count, and they call an offensive foul. They're going to get Bella Scheitler. I think she was shielding a player illegally down low. Picks up her second personal. Team foul number 4 of the quarter. That waves off the basket as well. And it's Akron-Westfield possession as the Westerners bring in Caberly Fairbanks to replace Taven Wilkin. Akron-Westfield's ball down by 9. 1:54 left in the third. And here come the Westerners. Up to the top of the key is Pick. Picks up her dribble. Looks to kick it out, and a timeout by Corey DeRocher, the head coach of Akron-Westfield. 29-20. Gehlen leads. So 1:48 left in the third. We'll take a short break. Back after this on KLEM Lamar's.
Smithco Manufacturing in Lamar's would like to wish our area athletes a safe, successful fall season. For 30 years, Smithco has used great teamwork to produce the #1 selling side dump trailers in the country. To learn how you can join our winning team, go online at sidedump.com.
At RBC Wealth Management, we believe financial security begins with building a plan that you can trust. Our financial advisors provide personalized advice to fit your needs and goals. No matter where you are in life, you can depend on our know-how to help build an investment plan that's right for you. Let's start today. Call Rick and Caden Knipe of RBC Wealth Management at 712-277-6176.
This is Peyton Kearns, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
Back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym in Lamar's. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM. As Akron-Westfield needs some offense. They've only scored 2 points in this third quarter. Trail Gehlen by 9 in War Eagle Conference girls basketball. Here come the Westerners. Right side of the lane to the high post. A foul called. And they're going to get this foul against Ella Ruland. That is Ruland's second, 5th of the quarter. And, oh no, they called it on Faith Kelly, Faith Kelly's second. And now that'll put Peyton Vanderhelm at the line shooting 2. First one does not have enough to get over the front of the rim. Vanderhelm now 7 of 10 at the free throw line this season. Second one upcoming for Vanderhelm, and it is good. 29-21, Gehlen Catholic. And now here come the Jays. Ella Rulin lose the basketball in the backcourt. Rulin goes back to dive after it. It is scooped up in the backcourt. Emmy Castle had the ball poked away and done so with a foul. That was right before a 10-second call might have been whistled. But they get the foul on Caberly Fairbanks, and her third puts the Jays back at the free throw line. Emmy Castle will shoot 2 for Gehlen with the Jays up 29-21, a minute 30 left in the third. Castle's first shot of the trip is good, 30-21 Gehlen. Castle missed all 4 of her free throw attempts in the first half. Good to see her get one to drop there. Second free throw upcoming for Castle. And the shot is good. Perfect trip to the line. Jays ahead by double digits, 31-21. Minute 30 left in the third quarter. Akron-Westfield brings it up the floor. This is Pick, top of the key. Morgan Pick against Ella Rulin, dribbling to her left of the high post. Throws it out on the wing. Fairbanks curls, kicks it back out. Vanderhelm puts it on the deck. Deflected by Faith Kelly. Vanderhelm around the top of the key. Poked at by Rulin, and a foul call. Ella Rulin picks up the foul. That is her second. So that'll be Rulin's second personal foul. And again, the Jays are at the limit team foul-wise in this quarter. 2 shots upcoming for Peyton Vanderhelm. First one is off the left side of the rim, no good. 1 of 3 at the free throw line here tonight now for Vanderhelm. 8 of 12 on the season. Second one upcoming for Vanderhelm. And that shot's off the left side of the rim, no good. Hallie Walzenbach controls the defensive rebound. And 0 for 2 trip to the line, and a bad time for the Westerners, who still trail by 10. Gehlen brings it up the floor on the left side. Pass goes to Emmy Castle, curls to the top of the key. Right side of the wing, cross back to her left hand. In the lane, jump stop, runner up with the left hand. Missed off the left side, no good, but a foul called. 2 free throws coming for Emmy Castle. This one on Brianna Rolfus, her third. And it's become a foul fest here the last bit of the third quarter. Jays ahead by 10. Castle's first free throw is good, 32-21. Gehlen leads it. Castle now with 3 points here tonight. Second one for Emmy Castle, and it is good. Front rim a couple of times, back rim a couple of times, and it finally settles in. 33-21 Jays. 52 seconds left in the third. Here comes Brooklyn Hughes, middle of the floor, leads it off left side. Rolfus had it turned away by Walzenbach. Good help defense from Walzenbach. Now here comes Faith Kelly, cross around the defender. Right side of the lane to the block and lays it in with a right hand. Faith Kelly works her way inside and scores in transition. 35-21 Jays. Westerners up the floor. 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Deep 3 left side. Fairbanks missed it strong. Vanderhelm on the putback. Missed that short, but she's fouled. And we got 2 free throws coming for Peyton Vanderhelm. So the foul goes against Emmy Castle. That's her second. And 2 free throws again coming for Vanderhelm, as she's now gotten to the free throw line 5 times, and her 5th free throw of this quarter is up and in. She's 2 of 5 at the line by herself. 35-22 Gehlen Catholic. 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Second free throw for Vanderhelm. Up and doesn't go, off the back of the rim. Rebound tracked down by Emmy Castle. Here come the Jays. Castle up the floor, passes left side to Ayla Schmidt. Tees up a 3 from the left side, missed it short. Rebound controlled under the basket. Fairbanks throws it out of there into the hands of Taven Wilkin. And the Westerners could have the last shot here. 13 seconds left in the third. Wilkin to the point. Dribbles to her right on the wing. Hands it off there for Vanderhelm. Curls free throw line. 5 seconds left. Kicks it out to Wilkin. Right corner. Long 2. Comes up short. Still live. Pass in the lane to Fairbanks. Trying to go back up and didn't have enough time to do so. That will end the third quarter. But a dominant third quarter for Gehlen Catholic. They outscore Akron-Westfield 18-4. And they'll take a 13-point lead going into the fourth quarter. 35-22. Jays lead it. We will take a break and be back with the fourth quarter in just a minute. You're listening to War Eagle Conference Girls Basketball on KLEM.
Perspective Insurance. Better together. Whatever your insurance needs, call Perspective Insurance in Lamar's today at 546-7821 and make sure you are properly covered. Perspective Insurance in Lamar's.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
This is Ayla Schmidt, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
Back inside of the Bill-Dome Memorial Gym in Lamar's, Daniel Versteg with you as we open the fourth quarter of play. Gehlen Catholic outscored Akron-Westfield 35-22 in that third quarter alone. And now the Westerners will have the ball to open the fourth quarter. However, we have now a little bit of a situation here as Akron-Westfield had a certain 5 they were supposed to have out there. And they were going to make some substitutions but did not have them check in between quarters. And so they'll have to wait until the next dead ball to do so. Westerners will inbound near midcourt to open quarter number 4, 35-22, Jays lead. Taven Wilkin gets it in at the top of the key, and Ainsley Naslin works to her left. Throws it back up top. That's into the hands of Caberly Fairbanks to her right at the high post. And up top to Wilkin. Rifles a pass left side. Skips it back to Fairbanks. Right side of the lane to the block. Runs it up with the right hand. Missed it strong. Put back by Naslin. Doesn't go. But she is fouled. 2 shots coming for Ainsley Naslin. And that foul's on Anna Schilling. That's her first in the first of the quarter against the Jays. 2 shots coming for Ainsley Naslin. 26% free throw shooter this year. First one, banks in. Nice job by Ainsley Naslin. She's been so big on the offensive glass here tonight for Akron-Westfield. Creating some second chances. 35-23 Jays. Second one for Naslin is off the left side, no good. Emmy Castle is there for the defensive rebound, and here comes Gehlen. Long outlet, finds Kearns, right block, leans in, right-handed shot missed, put back, Schilling with the left hand is good. Anna Schilling cleans up the mess, and the Jays are up 37-23 as Akron-Westfield commits a backcourt violation. Ainsley Naslin is in the front court and tried to give it off to Morgan Pick, who had not entered the front court before getting the ball back. Jays will have it back with Emmy Castle in the backcourt. Leaves it off for Ayla Schmidt. Deflected. Loose. It is still rolling around in the backcourt. Schmidt's got it. She can dribble. And now she tries to bring it up the floor. Brandon Schecker, the head coach of the Jays, calls a timeout just before a 10-second backcourt violation. Timeout on the floor with 7:17 to play. And we'll take a timeout as well. We'll be back in just a moment here on KLEM.
Midwest Construction Rentals of Sioux City and Norfolk is proud to support local athletes. For all your construction rental needs, stop by Midwest Construction Rentals in Sioux City or Norfolk, helping our community and keeping your projects moving.
Get the winning team on your side with experts at Exit Realty Midwest Lamar's. Misty Zeck, Dave Close, Austin Sitzman, Abby Phillips, Jody Adler, Alec Ryken, and Clark Goodchild are ready to help you call the plays when it comes to buying or selling your home. Learn more at ExitRealtyMidwest.com.
Quality Lube of Lamar's is proud of all our Plymouth County athletes. At Quality Lube, they focus on you, the customer, to ensure that they can keep you on the road when you need to be. From diagnostic repair to routine oil changes, Quality Lube can do it all.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
This is Coach Shucker, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
And we're back out of the Gehlen timeout with 7:17 to play in regulation. And it's 37-23. Gehlen Catholic leads Akron-Westfield in Warrego Conference Girls Basketball. Good physical battle of two teams that continue to fight for Warrego Conference positioning. Jays will inbound as Peyton Kearns tries to get in against a pestering Akron-Westfield D. The inbound pass goes out of bounds, was not touched. And it'll be Akron-Westfield basketball on an errant inbound. Jays turn it over right away. Akron-Westfield will set up for the inbound on the front court. And Morgan Pick will do the inbounding for Akron-Westfield. Gets it into Brooklyn Hughes. And the Westerners need some points. They trail by 14. Hughes, right side of the lane, high post, kicks it out on the wing. Fairbanks looks down low, dribbles, now pass down to Vanderhelm, deflected loose, tied up by Kennedy Paulson and Ainsley Naslin. It's a held ball going the way of Gehlen. A held ball going the way of Gehlen Catholic. Jays force the stoppage. And now we'll have the ball up by 14, 7:05 to play. 37-23, Gehlen Catholic. Jays line up to try and break this little inbound pressure. Inbound to Emmy Castle. Ball is swiped at by Fairbanks. Double team. Passed out of it to Delaney Budden. Throws it up floor to Walzenbach. Catches near midcourt, and they get a foul on the play. It's against Ainsley Naslin. It's her third. First of the quarter against Akron-Westfield. And now the Jays will have the ball in the front court with 6:58 to go in regulation. 37-23, Gehlen Catholic. Inbound coming from Peyton Kearns on the right side. Looking in, right high post, finds Walzenbach, dumps it into the paint for Ayla Schmidt. She catches away from two, tried to pass it down to the block. No one was there. It was deflected out by Akron-Westfield. And it stays Galen's ball. Inbound coming, baseline right of the hoop from Kearns. Peyton looking, trying to get somebody open on the cut. Kearns lobs it into Walzenbach just after a 5-second inbounding call. The inbound takes too much time. Akron-Westfield forces a turnover defensively. A nice job. And now the Westerners will have the basketball. Here they come up the floor. Naslin lobs it free throw line. Hughes runs it down the right side of the lane, kicks it right corner. Fairbanks contested three, rattles in. Caberly Fairbanks with a big shot from the right corner. 37-26, Gehlen. Inbound pass finds Delaney Budden. Tries to dribble away from Naslin. Recovers. Bounce it out left side. Kearns a shot fake. Free throw line drive. Runs it up from 13 and hits. Peyton Kearns on a nice response for Gehlen. Back to a 39-26 Gehlen Catholic advantage. Westerners up the floor. Hughes runs into Walzenbach and an offensive foul called. They get Brooklyn Hughes for the charge. Her third personal. And the second team foul of the quarter for the Westerners. Jays get it back with 6:20 to go. And a 39-26 Gehlen advantage. So a nice job by Hallie Walzenbach. She takes her second charge of the night. Inbound pass into Ella Rulin. Gehlen works it up the floor. Ayla Schmidt, one-handed pass up to the right side wing for Emmy Castle. Tries to dribble away from Fairbanks. Ball's deflected out on the ground to the top of the key. Schmidt's got it. Pivots away from Morgan Pick. Screen to her left. Takes it to the high post. Schmidt backs it out beyond the arc. Screen coming right. Schmidt works around it. Lobs into the paint. It's intercepted by Naslin. Good takeaway by Akron-Westfield. Here come the Westerners, down by 13 with 5:52 to play. Pass right corner, Fairbanks, wide open three, in and out. Fight for the offensive rebound. Goes out of bounds off Akron-Westfield, and it's Galen's ball. The Westerners had two players down there. They were fighting each other for the offensive rebound. Unfortunately, did not communicate very well, and the Jays are the beneficiary of it. 5:46 to go, 39-26 Gehlen. Jays lob it up the floor, left side block for Walzenbach. She gets tangled up with Ainsley Naslin, and Naslin is slow to get up after hitting the floor. She's going to be okay, it looks like. Naslin picks up her fourth personal, third foul of the quarter against the Westerners. So Naslin in a bit of a sticky situation foul-wise. 5:42 to play. Gonna try and keep her hands clean for that amount of time. Jays still up 39-26. Inbound Walzenbach left to the lane. Runs it up with the right hand. Missed it. Rebound for Morgan Pick. And the Westerners take it up. Pick down the left side of the key to the block. Jump stop. Kick out pass. Deflected and intercepted by Ella Rulin. And here comes Ella. Lobs it up the left sideline. Ayla Schmidt goes to track it down on the left wing. Throws it back to Rulin. Splits a double team left of the lane. Right-handed floater misses short. Rebound tapped out of there. Emmy Castle back up with the right hand. Missed it. Got it back. Tried to go back up into a double team. And a held ball is called. The possession goes back to Akron-Westfield. Well, Jays had a couple of chances there down low, but just could not quite convert. 5:14 left to play in the game and a 39-26 Gehlen advantage. This is the time Akron-Westfield needs to capitalize on to try and stage a bit of a comeback in this one. They were ahead by 1 entering the second half of play, and since then they've been outscored 22-8 as Gehlen's built a 13-point advantage. Here comes Akron-Westfield now, trying to break out of that. Pick dribbles in the left corner. Lost it out of bounds off of Gehlen last. This stays with Akron-Westfield. And the inbound will come in the left corner. 5:07 to go in the game. 39-26 Gehlen. Inbound coming from Morgan Pick. Rifles up top. Naslin dribbles right high post. Finds Fairbanks on the right wing. And she buries a three. Caberly Fairbanks from the right side. That's her second three of the quarter. The Jays lead is down to 10. 39-29, 4:53 to play in regulation. And here is Ayla Schmidt. Dribbles left off the screen by Rulin. Picks up her dribble. Throws it to the high post. Intercepted by Fairbanks. Caberly's dribbles around Rulin. Lost the possession for a moment. Diving for it, Naslund. She's able to get it out of there to Vanderhelm. Right side, Wilkin. Skips it left. Driving the left baseline. Pick to the block. Runs it up with the right side. Right hand. Missed it. Put back. Naslund missed as well, but she's fouled. And 2 shots coming for Ainsley Naslund. The foul is committed by Ayla Schmidt. That's her second of the quarter against Gehlen as well. And Naslund to the line. She'll shoot 2 with the Westerners down 10. Gotta hit both. You'd love that if you're an Akron-Westfield fan for her to see her hit both, but the first one misses off the right side of the rim, is no good. 39-29. Gehlen on top, 4:30 to play in regulation. Second one upcoming for Naslund, and that one misses off the right side. Walzenbach tracks down the rebound. 0 for 2 trip. Here comes Gehlen. Long outlet finds Rulin behind the Westerner. D, and her right-handed layup is good off the window. Ella Rulin goes cherry picking behind the Westerner D, and the Jays are up 41-29, 4:15 to play. Here comes Akron-Westfield. Left side of the lane to the block. Vanderhelm throws in the lane. Ball's deflected free by Scheitler. Walzenbach lobs it up to Kearns. Left side, high post, slows it down, and kicks it out to Scheitler on the wing. Back up top to Walzenbach. Lobs it right corner. Rulin dribbles to her left and resets the possession at the top of the key. Rulin leaves it off for Scheitler. Hands it to Schmidt, curling off the Walzenbach pick. Right high post, picks up her dribble. It was deflected out of her hands. She recovers in the right corner. Schmidt tries to kick it out to Kearns. Deflected deeper into that right corner. Rebound, loose ball's out of bounds. Off of Gehlen last, goes to Akron-Westfield. Jays cannot hold the possession, and the Westerners get a stop. They want a timeout with 3:42 to play. It's 41-29 Gehlen. We'll be back in just a moment here on KLEM.
Game on, Lamars. Looking for a winning team for your finances? Join Cent Credit Union. As a member-owned cooperative, Cent is all about you, your goals, your community. Let's score big together. Visit centcu.org today, where your success is our play.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor, Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamars.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
This is Hallie Walgenbach, and you're listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
Back out of the timeout of Akron-Westfield with 3:42 to play in the game. 41-29, Gehlen leads Akron-Westfield in War Eagle Conference girls basketball. Westerners get into Brooklyn Hughes. Here she comes up the middle of the floor. Right side of the lane to the block. Runs it up with the right hand. Missed it. Put back. Naslund missed short. She's fouled. 2 free throws coming for Ainsley Naslund once again. A good Hallie Walgenbach for her second. Third of the quarter against the Jays. And Naslund goes to the line to shoot 2. She's 1 of 4 here tonight. First free throw is good. 41-30. Gehlen leads it. Westerners not going away just yet, but they've not been able to get it to a single-digit margin in quite a while. Second one for Naslund. is up and high off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound out of bounds. They're going to say off Akron-Westfield last. And Gehlen gets the possession back with 3:34 to go. 41-30 Gehlen Catholic. Ayla Schmidt gets it in, finds Ella Ruland, who dribbles up the middle of the floor, and she carried it. The ball got deflected. Ruland tried to recover it, and she is called for a carry. Akron-Westfield gets it back with 3:31 to go. But now these are the turnovers the Westerners have to take advantage of if they want to potentially win this game. Pick to her left of the high post, kicks it up top to Hughes, spins away from Castle, middle of the lane, teardrop up with a right hand off the front of the rim and in. Brooklyn Hughes finishes one in the lane. It's a single-digit game, 41-32 Gehlen. Here come the Jays, pass right side, Ruland to the top of the arc, steps back beyond the wing, and Ruland sets it up. Screen coming left, Ruland pick and roll down to Scheitler, ball's deflected out off the Westerners. And this stays with Gehlen, 21 on the shot clock, 3:06 to go in regulation. 41-32, Gehlen Catholic on top. Jays will line up for the inbound. Baseline left of the hoop from Emmy Castle. Castle the inbound on the bounce, right block. Walzenbach goes up, and Brooklyn Hughes picked her pocket. Hughes out up ahead. Fairbanks one-on-one with Schmidt, right of the lane of the block. Lays it up with the right hand, missed it. Fight for the rebound. Walzenbach rips it out of there and hands it out to Ayla Schmidt. Schmidt left sideline with her left-handed dribble. Spins away at the top of the key. Schmidt trying to get free of Peyton Vanderhelm. Off a screen to her right, and Schmidt will slow it down. 2:40 to go. Jays by 9. Good hard screen. Schmidt free throw line entry to Ruland. Has her dribble, takes it in. Right-handed shot missed short. Foul called. 2 free throws, and I think that's Naslund, and it is her 5th. 5th personal against Ainsley Naslund, and Brianna Rolfus will replace her. 2 free throws coming for Ella Ruland as Ainsley Naslund fouls out of this game. Good effort, though, on the offensive glass. And so Naslund fouls out. 2 free throws for Ruland. First one up, no good. Front rim glass and front rim again. Ruland is 2 of 6 at the free throw line here tonight. Second one is good. 1 of 2 trip to the line there for Ella Ruland. And it's a 42-32 Gehlen advantage. The Westerner outlet pass up to Ayla Schmidt. Up to Peyton Vanderhelm is stolen by Ayla Schmidt. And then Vanderhelm commits a foul going back after the basketball. That's the 3rd against Vanderhelm, 5th as a team for Akron-Westfield. And that puts Ayla Schmidt on the line shooting free throws. 42-32 Gehlen Catholic. Schmidt's first free throw misses off the back of the rim and is no good. Free throw shooting has not been pretty here tonight. Second one for Schmidt, misses short. Rebound in the paint, picked up by Akron-Westfield, and the Westerners are able to get it out of there. Westerners up the floor, Fairbanks poked away by Scheitler. Ball's out of bounds off of Scheitler last. It stays. Akron-Westfield in the front court, 2:21 to play, and a 42-32 Gehlen advantage. Jays will make a change. Peyton Kearns is in. Ayla Schmidt goes out. Jays ahead by 10, 2:21 to play. Westerners get it in. Morgan Pick lobs into the front court. Peyton Vanderhelm to her right. Down the right side of the lane. Lost the dribble in the right corner. Picks it up. Throws it out right of the key. Hughes open 3. High off the back of the rim. And it's Peyton Kearns tracking down the rebound. She rips it out of the hands of Hughes, who came in to collapse on it. And here comes Ella Ruland into the half court. 2 minutes to play. Jays by 10. And Gehlen in no hurry to shoot the basketball. Peyton Kearns spins out of traffic into the right corner. On the bounce, finds Ruland. Back out on the right wing. Kearns dribbling to the top of the key. 15 on the shot clock. Jays by 10. Kearns now with 10. Screen coming left from Walzenbach. Pick and roll. Lob down to Walzenbach. Pass off target. It's deflected and resulting in a foul. They're going to get Hallie Walzenbach for a foul. That's Hallie's 3rd, 4th of the quarter. Westerners get the ball back with 1:43 to play. 42-32, Gehlen Catholic. These possessions for Akron-Westfield, oh so critical if the Westerners want to potentially snap that 7-game losing skid they're on. Here comes Brooklyn Hughes, right of the alley. Bass across the lane, deflected. Hughes lost it off of Gehlen last out of bounds. Stays with the Westerners. 1:35 to play. Akron-Westfield sets for the inbound. Baseline right of the hoop. Hughes into the right corner, finds Brianna Rolfus, launches a three from there, missed it short. Walzenbach tracks down the defensive board. And the Jays again in no hurry to take a shot. Rulin holds the ball on the left side, dribbles to the top of the key. Rulin off a screen from Walzenbach to her right, leaves it on the bounce right side to Peyton Kearns. Screen coming left from Walzenbach. Kearns picks it up at the top of the key. Hands to Castle with a shot clock at 15. Castle dribble handoff. Kearns to her right, guarded tightly out there by Fairbanks. Screen coming left. Kearns works off it. Shot clock at 8. Kearns left of the circle, feeds it out to the wing. Rulin with 5. Off a screen to her right with 3, with 2. Rulin's got to run it up from the right side. Fall away shot missed strong. Did hit the rim. Rebound for Hughes. Rebounds out of bounds. Tipped by Gehlen last. It's Akron-Westfield's ball. 51 seconds to play, and a 42-32 Gehlen advantage. And it looks like the Jays will be able to snap out of that 5-game losing skid, barring a massive flurry of points from Akron-Westfield as Wilkin dribbles right off a screen of Vanderhelm. Wilkin kicks it back out. Vanderhelm right of the circle, drives right of the lane to the block, and has to kick it out. Right corner, long two. Might have been deflected, but Rolfus didn't have enough on it anyway. Rebound out up ahead to Gehlen. Shot clock is off. And with 24 seconds left to play, Jays, if they can hold on to the ball, can dribble it out. Peyton Kearns to her right on the wing. Looks to her left and hands it off to Castle. 13 seconds left, and Gehlen Catholic will snap out of a little 5-game losing skid and pick up their 5th win of the season. With 5 seconds to go, Rulin dribbles near midcourt, leaves it off for Kearns, and that's the ball game. Your final score tonight. Oh, hang on. With 1/10 of a second left, they called a jump ball. And now, Peyton Kearns gets it into Ella Rulin, and that's the ball game. That is the ball game. Finally, your final score, Gehlen Catholic 42, Akron-Westfield 32. As the Jays break that 5-game losing skid and improve to 5-12 on the season. They are now 3-4 in the War Eagle Conference. The losing skid continues, unfortunately, for Akron-Westfield, as the Westerners fall to 2-14 overall and 2-6 in conference play. Once again, the final score in our girls contest here tonight, it was Gehlen Catholic 42 and Akron-Westfield 32. We will take a break, come back, get you some post-game coverage. We will chat with Brandon Schecker, the head coach of the Jays, during our post-game show here tonight, so stay tuned for that. Again, your final score, Gehlen Catholic 42, Akron-Westfield 32. We're back with more War Eagle Conference basketball here in just a moment. You're listening to high school basketball on KLEM.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Lamar's Agri Center, your local source for top-performing Kent feed products, bulk grass seed, bulk bird seed, lawn care essentials, dust control solutions, and much more, all accompanied with exceptional service. The Lamar's Agri Center, your source for everything that grows.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Lamar's Physical Therapy wants to wish our student athletes a successful and injury-free season. But if injury occurs, our therapists are here to get you back into the game. No doctor referral needed. Call us at 546-1718. Lamar's Physical Therapy, your hometown therapy provider.
Season after season, our community comes together to support our students and the activities they love. At Northwest Bank, we celebrate that commitment, showing up, giving your best, and supporting one another every step of the way. Whether you're chasing financial goals or cheering from the stands, we're here to help you with flexible accounts, personalized service, and a team dedicated to your success. Here's to our student athletes, playing strong and representing our hometown with heart. Northwest Bank, member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on. Men's fashions, tuxedo rentals, and dry cleaning services. That's Mesher's Clothing, downtown Lamar's. Open weekdays 9 till 5:30, Saturdays 9 till 4. See Chad for all your fashion needs. That's Mesher's in the middle, downtown Lamar's.
At Roosters Harley-Davidson in Sioux City, you can find your perfect ride with bikes, gear, and service you can trust. Find them online at roostersh-d.com or stop by Roosters Harley-Davidson today, where your next ride is waiting. Every day is game day when you feel your best. At Game Day Men's Health in Dakota Dunes, they help you boost energy, build muscle, and reclaim your edge. Get your testosterone checked today and visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com for more.
This is Peyton Kearns, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We are back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamar's. Daniel Versteg with you on KLEM. Lamar's online audio can be found at KLEM1410.com with a video stream on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Your final score in the girls' contest here tonight, Gehlen Catholic 42, Akron-Westfield 32. The final margin snaps a 5-game losing skid for the Gehlen girls, who now sit at 5-12 overall and 3-4 in Warrego Conference competition. Akron-Westfield now 2-14. And they dropped to 2-6 in the league with the loss. That is their 8th straight loss, all coming since the holiday break. Again, your final 42-32 in favor of Gehlen Catholic. We are planning on chatting with the head coach of Gehlen girls basketball, Coach Brandon Schecker, coming up on our post-game coverage here tonight. So we'll look forward to that hopefully in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at some of the offensive statistics, though. First for Akron-Westfield, the Westerners went 12 of 53 from the field. They made 1 out of every 6 3-point attempts at 3 of 18 from long range, and they went 5 of 14 at the free throw line. Top scorer for Akron-Westfield was Caberly Fairbanks. She finished with 8 points. 6 points for Brooklyn Hughes, 5 points for Taven Wilkin, 4 apiece for Morgan Pick and Ainsley Naslund, as well as Peyton Vanderhelm, and then 1 point for Brianna Rolfes. Akron-Westfield again falling to 2-14 overall, 2-6 in Warrego Conference competition. For Gehlen Catholic, the Jays went 13 of 45 from the field, 2 of 13 from long range, and 13 of 25 at the free throw line. Top scorer for Gehlen was Bella Scheitler off the bench. She had 7 points. She didn't miss a shot in that game, going 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of those coming from the outside. 6 points apiece for Ayla Schmidt and Hallie Walgenbach. 5 points each for Ella Ruland as well as Peyton Kearns and Delaney Budden. And then 4 points in there for Emmy Castle. 2 apiece for Faith Kelly and Anna Schilling. The Jays finish with a total of 9 players who saw the floor and scored here tonight. I believe the only one that did not score but still saw the floor was Kennedy Paulson, and she's playing very limited minutes. So Jays did a good job distributing the ball, and that really started in the second half, specifically in the third quarter, in which Gehlen Catholic outscored Akron-Westfield by a margin of 18-4 in quarter number 3. That was a monster margin that Gehlen went on in that third period of play, and it certainly helped out the cause there, as the Westerners, or the Jays, went from down 1 at the halftime break and unable to take the lead to all of a sudden jumping out to a double-digit advantage. At one point, it was a 12-2 run that Gehlen went on, and they finished the third quarter on an 18-4 advantage. Again, your final score here tonight, it was Gehlen 42 and Akron-Westfield 32 in Warrego Conference girls basketball. A good win there for the Jays, and one that they'll try and use to build some momentum going the rest of the way in competition this season, as the Jays improved to 5-12 overall and 3-4 in the Warrego Conference. Gehlen will next be in action Friday night at Remsen St. Mary's in another basketball contest you can hear here on KLEM Radio. We'll be heading to Remsen. That should be a very special night of basketball. We're looking forward to bringing it to you on KLEM Radio coming up on Friday nights. Again, a nice win for Gehlen Catholic girls basketball as they defeat Akron-Westfield here tonight by a final margin of 42-32. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll hope to be joined by Brandon Schecker, the head coach of Gehlen girls basketball, for our post-game chat. And so we'll take a break. Be back in just a moment. You're listening to War Eagle Conference basketball here on KLEM.
Make sure you can see the ball clearly. Schedule your annual eye exam today at Gehlen Family Eye Care, downtown Lamars. They'll treat you like family, and they have the most stylish eyewear selection in town. Gehlen Family Eye Care. Wagner Auto Supply is proud to support our area athletes and their families. As you travel from game to game, take care of your vehicle with new filters, batteries, windshield wipers, and wiper fluid from Wagner Auto Supply, 1st Street Northwest, Lamars.
Get more because you deserve more with Kylie Petty's Century 21 ProLink, serving Lamar since 2011. Wishing our local teams a successful season. Visit KyliePetty.com for your real estate needs.
Success is born of skill and team. Like the teams playing, CNOS has combined award-winning skill and teamwork into the premier medical facility in the region. For the areas of joint, bone, muscle, nerve, and brain are treated with the skills of comprehensive care from a team of highly trained experts. And CNOS takes care of many of the student athletes in Siouxland. CNOS is proud to bring you this game. Go to CNOS.net to learn more.
This is Ayla Schmidt, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We welcome you back to the Bill Dole Memorial Gym in Lamars and into our post-game coverage once again as the Gehlen girls defeat Akron-Westfield tonight, 42-32. Snapping a little losing streak there, and we're joined now by the head coach of the Gehlen girls basketball team, Coach Brandon Schecker. Well, as I just mentioned, you had been on a little skid as of late, and you pick up a nice victory. That has to kind of fire up the girls a little bit there in the post-game chat.
Yeah, I thought the girls really came out. A little slow start, but they played well. And you're right, after losing a couple games that we felt we could have gotten, but didn't, it was good to come out and get this one. And, you know, kudos to Akron. They came aggressive and ready to fight and gave us a game. So I'm glad the girls responded, especially second half on the offensive end, and was able to pull out a victory.
What was contributing to that slow start in the first half?
You know, I'm going to contribute to Akron's defense. I thought Akron came out very physical. And instead of attacking it, especially in the first quarter, we really backed off. And then second quarter, you could see that we started to get a little more physical, started going into them, was getting the foul calls. I think not getting calls were getting into our head a little bit. But the girls fought through that. And again, great defense to be able to continue to stay in that game despite the offensive woes. You know, very, very pleased with our defensive effort tonight.
Well, it certainly got better, especially in that second half, third quarter. You not only scored 18 points in that third, you held them to 4. What was the key to that defensive effort getting better in the later portion of the game?
It was just understanding that they were throwing the ball away if we would just pressure them a little bit, and we weren't taking advantage of that. They would get an easy pass to somebody wide open because we were just laying off. And so the help defense, we talked about it at halftime. I thought the on-ball defense was really good first half. The off-the-ball defense, the help defense just wasn't there. It wasn't active enough. And so we talked about it at halftime to be a little more active off the ball. And that's exactly what you saw. And that's where we got the steals. We got we forced them to make some bad passes because that help defense.
Well, and on the offensive side, you had 9 players score for you. I think you played 10 here tonight. That's got to be good to see everybody kind of get involved.
Yeah, it's good to have KP back. We're starting to get that full roster. Everybody's healthy. There was a girl, too, sick the last couple days, so at least they were back, and they weren't feeling the best. But, yeah, it's good to be able to go that deep, and you can see that it really helped out, especially with our starters, to play a little bit more, knowing that I could get them a rest for a minute or two on a regular basis.
Well, it was a great win for you guys, and a chance to parlay it into Friday at Remsen St. Mary's. What's going to be the key to making sure that happens?
To overcome the emotions. It'll be an emotional night with everything that, you know, has transpired with Sherry here and everything that's gone on over there with them. So just an emotion. Just keep our emotions in check. It's okay to have those emotions, but during the game, let's go play some basketball and continue to fight.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a great night. I think they're encouraging everybody to wear yellow on Friday in support of Sherry Joe, so looking forward to a great night. Coach, appreciate your time. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it as always.
Yep, absolutely. Brandon Schecker, head coach, Gehlen girls basketball. He joins us on our post-game show after the Jays beat Akron-Westfield 42-32. Let's take a break, and we'll flip things over to the guys' contest here tonight as the Gehlen boys look to bounce back off a loss last week against Akron-Westfield, still searching for win number 1. We'll take a break and start our pregame coverage of the boys' contest here on KLEM.
From playtime to game time, Launchpad Children's Museum fuels young imaginations while our hometown sports teams inspire the next generation of champions. Best of luck to our area teams from Launchpad Children's Museum.
Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's is a proud supporter of area athletics. They focus on strong, healthy bodies with all their dairy products, and they continue to strive hard to provide the best possible dairy products to their customers. That's Kemp's Dairy of Lamar's. Connected Electric South is your electrical headquarters for residential, commercial, and agriculture. Call for a free quote today at 546-5062. Call Connected Electric South for all your electrical needs. 546-5062.
MRK Insurance knows that teamwork is dream work. At MRK Insurance, you get a great partner for all of your insurance needs. Visit them today on Central Avenue in Lamar's for a no-obligation quote for all of your insurance needs. That's MRK Insurance in Lamar's.
This is Owen Sievers, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We welcome you back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamar's as this boys contest gets ready to cap off our doubleheader here tonight. The Gehlen Catholic boys looking to bounce back from a loss that took place on Tuesday night in Sibley against an Akron-Westfield team. Just kind of fallen on some hard times as of late. Daniel Versteg, and now pleased to be joined by the former head coach of Gehlen boys basketball, Coach Mike Langle, for our broadcast here tonight. As Gehlen didn't get a chance to play MMCRU on Friday night, hopefully an opportunity for the Jays to kind of rest and relax and get their legs ready for what could be a nice long run to the finish here.
Yeah, it looks like they got them scheduled right ahead of South O'Brien,
yes.
So every coach loves that little adjustment. But you know what? When it gets towards the end of the year, there's only so many dates open, and you got to get both teams to make it work. So sometimes that's how it happens. But yeah, so they'll get some games in here, get ready for them last two big ones, especially, and Remsen's coming up too. So on Friday, and that's always a challenge. So yeah, we'll see how they get going here. It's a tough loss, I thought, against Sibley. I wasn't at the game, but I watched it, and it just didn't look like they had much going for them that night. They had one of those nights that you just got to kind of. I told Coach Kellen, I said sometimes in the end and middle of January you kind of go through a lull, and I mean you play a lot of games, and all of a sudden you run into kind of a buzzsaw that night. They were pretty hot, and then they got a really nice team too.
Mm-hmm.
Not taking nothing from Sibley, but I thought you'd be a little closer than that. But it ended up the way it was, and so now we move on.
Yeah, Sibley's third in the War Eagle Conference, so you can't totally knock the Jays for it, but kind of a tough one to stub their toe on. But a good opportunity to bounce back. Akron-Westfield's a team that, yes, the record does not attribute a win to them, Coach, but they've been playing some good basketball, especially as of late, in which they dropped their Remsen St. Mary's game last week by 4, put up 45 against Lawton Bronson last night, was pretty competitive with George Little Rock. This is a team that, you know, if you don't respect them, they could come and get you. They're playing good basketball.
That's the way they always been, you know. They got a small school, they got wrestling, they got basketball, so they got a lot of boys doing a lot of things, and but they always hustle, they always work hard, and their coach now I think has got them going the right direction, and I think look for some good things out of Akron in the next few years.
Yeah, they are under good leadership. Stephen Husk is a good Lamar's
grad, is he?
Yep, he is. So he's from the ice cream capital, and he's going to be doing some good things for Akron-Westfield here throughout his time as the head coach of the boys basketball team at Akron-Westfield. They're falling on hard times, but looking to see if they can maybe snap out of it and pick up their first win of the season, taking on Gehlen Catholic, who again is looking to bounce back from a tough loss last week on Tuesday night. That's their last contest. The Westerners played Lawton Bronson, as we mentioned last night, and they fell 68-45. We are ready for tip-off in just a few moments. Let's take a look at our starting lineups until then. We'll first start with Akron-Westfield and second-year head coach Stephen Husk. The Westerners are 0-16 on the season, 0-7 in the War Eagle Conference, and their starting lineup. Nolan Lara is a 6'0" freshman forward. He's averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds a game. He had 10 against Lawton Bronson, 10 points last night. Caleb Johnson's a 6'0" sophomore guard, averaging 5 rebounds a game. Bryce Hansen, a 5'7" freshman guard, 5 points, 2.5 rebounds a game. Mitch Minen, a 5'10" junior forward. He was one of their top scorers last night with 12 points. And Ronan Higman, a 6'0" sophomore guard, averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds a game. The starting lineup for Akron-Westfield boys basketball and head coach Stephen Husk. He is assisted by Tim Wilkin and Nick Jacobs. And now for Gehlen Catholic, the Jays are 10-6 overall. They are 4-2 in the War Eagle Conference under head coach Eric Kellen, and his starting lineup is a 5'5" senior. That's Dylan Lubin, 4.5 points a ball game for Dylan. Nolan Teal, a 6'3" senior. He's averaging 9 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Mason Small, returning first team All War Eagle Conference pick, a 6'4" junior, averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds a game. Carson Arns, a 6'0" senior, honorable mention All Conference last year, averaging 6 points a game. And then rounding out the lineup is Dane Lehman, a 6'0" senior. He was a second team All Conference pick last year, averaging 6.5 points and 4 rebounds a game. That's the starting lineup for Gehlen Catholic boys basketball under head coach Eric Kellen. He is assisted tonight by Rob Langle as well as Logan Meyer. The Jays are looking to make it a sweep of Akron-Westfield here tonight after the girls took care of business just a few moments ago. And now they're looking to try and return the favor on the boys' side as well. So this was a 57-19 Gehlen win earlier on this season in the beginning of December 5th. The Westerners, they really just kind of skidded to the finish of that ball game. Did not have much going for them offensively in the second half of play. And the Jays were able to really get some damage done defensively. And that's been the thing that's been consistent throughout the year for this Gehlen basketball team. Mike, they're holding team opponents to 43 points a game. And you can win a lot of basketball games at that rate.
Yeah, you can. That's a pretty good number. And if they could keep that through the end of the year with the teams we got coming up, that'll be a big plus on our side. So if they can keep that number with, I see why I kind of forgot about Boyden Hall in there too. So yeah, they got some tough games coming up. So if they can hold that number, that'd be great.
Well, the Jays have the basketball
Nice
right off
play.
the opening tap as Nolan Teal trying to get it down to Mason Small. His right-handed layup rolls off the front of the rim. Jays try to catch lightning in a bottle early, and the Westerners get the ball back into the front court as Ronan Higman stands at the top of the key. He's guarded out there by Dane Lehman. Pass goes to the left side. Curling in is Bryce Hansen to the free throw line. Poked at by Lubin. Handoff right side to Caleb Johnson. Back to the top of the key, and they swing it left to Higman. Off a screen by Lara. Higman top of the key, poked at by Lehman. And the pass goes on a bounce left side to Mitch Minen. Shot clock is at 6. Left side on the wing. Johnson drives left of the lane to the block. Throws it out right baseline. The ball dribbled off the foot of Bryce Hansen. Goes out of bounds. And Gehlen Catholic will take over.
Nice, strong man-to-man defense. Didn't even get a shot up.
Yeah, really nice start of the defensive end of the ball for Gehlen Catholic. And the Jays bring it up with Dylan Lubin. Lubin with a right-handed hip-high dribble near the midcourt circle and sets up the possession from there. Lubin passes to his right to Nolan Teal, leaves it at the high post. Lehman tried to go back door to Teal. The pass is just a bit off target. The Westerners get a hand on it and take it away. It was Bryce Hansen who scooped it up. And Nolan Lara brings the ball up the floor for Akron-Westfield. Scoreless start to this one, 6:50 left in the first quarter. Westerners have the ball. Higman top of the key, looking to his left, dribbling to his right. Higman picks up his dribble on the right side. A pass to the wing for Johnson. Back to Higman, right of the key. Off a screen into the right corner. Now a double team there. He picked up his dribble. It was deflected out by Dane Lehman and Mason Small. This will stay with Akron-Westfield. Well, the Jays are looking to kind of trap out of that defensive set they're in. Higman dribbled into the perfect spot for it as well. Pass inside, deflected high up in the air by Lehman. It rolls out of bounds off of the Jays. It's Akron-Westfield ball. Shot clock at 9. And it'll be Higman to do the inbounding. He lobs it up near midcourt. It's caught by Hansen. Dribbles top of the key with a shot clock at 5. Right of the lane to the high post. Lehman picked his pocket. Here comes Gehlen now. Lehman bounces right of the lane. Teal to the cup. Lays it in with a right hand. A good transition basket for Nolan Teal. Jays on the board first. It's 2-0. And here comes Ronan Higman trying to respond for Akron-Westfield. He's at the free throw line, leaves it out to Hansen. Dribbles to his left of the high post. Carson Arns gets a hand in there to try and swipe the ball away. It is a held ball. Possession goes back to Akron-Westfield, and the Westerners will hold possession.
Dane gets his hands on so many balls and tips so many balls. It's just crazy.
He is such a good defender.
He is. He's just quick on his feet, and he's got really quick hands.
And the thing is, if you just look at the box score, you'd probably say, oh, he's okay. But,
yeah
not every ball he gets maybe credit for a steal or something like that.
Or tip or that gets intercepted and all that stuff.
He's just a disruptor.
Yes, he is. 10
on the shot clock here for Akron-Westfield. Off the inbound, a handoff right side to Lara. Shot clock now at 5. Westerners really slowing the pace down. Ball's poked free by Lubin. Dillon dives for it. Passed it behind Arns. He recovers off the deflection. And Arns hands it off to Teal. Kick right side. Lubin catch and shoot 3 off front of the rim. Arns offensive rebound left block. Up with a two-handed flush. He hung on the rim. They're going to call, I think, basket interference or offensive goaltending.
Yeah, I think so.
He was hanging on the rim. The initial basket. No, they call a technical foul on Carson Arns for hanging on the rim. The dunk will count.
He did kind of hang on there a while, and I don't know. They don't call that very often.
No, but he was hanging on there for quite a while, and Stephen Husk is wondering
why the basket is good.
Right, because him hanging on the rim
and kind of brought the ball back into the to the cylinder. Yeah, I would agree with that.
And he's initiated an official review of the play of some kind. They're talking it over right in front of him. Stephen Husk is making the argument that the technical foul should negate the basket, but I think if he comes from the argument of basket interference or offensive goaltending, he's got a better argument than that.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they end up calling it.
I think it went to New York.
How many camera angles do we have on this one, Mike?
Going to be a while.
As of right now,
I don't see a lot of one way or another between those three right now.
Yeah, they're really having quite the meeting about it. As of right now, the basket counts, and it's 4-0 Gehlen. 5:32 left in the first quarter.
Get them a deck of cards here pretty quick.
Cup of coffee, and someone's got to make some cookies and bars. So what do we have here? So I heard dead ball technical, which would mean the basket still probably needs to count by that line of reasoning. Oh, no, they did. They are going to wave off the basket.
Offensive goaltending.
And then a dead ball technical. Okay, I think that is the right call.
I would agree.
I would agree with that assessment of the play.
I don't know that ball would have went in if he'd have never hung on the rim.
And that's where you got to kind of draw the line there. If it is going in, then he didn't really interfere with it. If it's not going in.
If he'd went down and got the ball through the rim and then hung on it, then the technical fine, but
the basket would count.
Basket would count.
Yeah. First free throw here for Ronan Higman on the technical foul shot is short. So it is still 2-0. They have officially taken that off of the board. Second free throw up and good. Higman knocks down 1 of 2, and it's 2-1.
I think it was kind of an afterthought for Carson to dunk it. He kind of got there like he's going to lay it in, and he thought, oh, halfway up, maybe I should dunk this, which I like.
Mm-hmm. Well, and at a moment, it almost looked like he was so shocked by how open he was.
Yeah, he was so wide open.
That probably led to his hesitation as well. And after the technical, of course, it's
Dane.
Akron-Westfield ball. Dane Lehman nearly pokes the ball free. Here's Caleb Johnson to the free throw line. Stops out up top into the hands of Lara. Right side of the lane to the high post. Dish to the cutting Johnson right of the lane. He slips to the ground and is called for a traveling violation. A travel against Akron-Westfield turns them over, and Gehlen will get the basketball back. 2-1 Jays, 5:08 to go in the first quarter. And now here comes Gehlen Catholic into the front court. Jays pass it right high post, Small kicks it right corner.
Oh,
Teal
way
a
long.
3-ball, way too strong. Rebound left baseline out off of Gehlen. It's Akron basketball. So the Westerners are doing a nice job defensively, and I think Gehlen maybe sensing how slow paced this start is, trying to speed up themselves offensively a bit to counteract it. 4:48 in the first, 2-1. Gehlen pass back door to the right block. Higman didn't get a good look. He settles out to Lara on the right wing. Swing around the left side. That's Bryce Hansen. Ball swiped at Ahrens, trying to get the loose basketball away. It's deflected over to Ronan Higman. Right side of the wing, guarded tightly by Lehman, and he kicks it out to Lara. Good recovery by the Westerners. Shot clock at 8. It is Higman, right side, step back against Lehman. Around the left side, shot clock at 3. Hansen, top of the arc, launches a contested triple. It missed short and did not hit the rim. It is a shot clock violation, and Gehlen continues to stand on their head defensively.
Is that the second shot clock, probably?
Well, they've been close a couple of times.
Yeah. I know it's 2.
4:18 to go in the first, 2-1 Gehlen. Jays get the ball back, and now they need something to go their way offensively. Teal tries to funnel it down to Small. The pass rolls on the ground. It is deflected toward the baseline, and we got a foul on the play, and it's on Akron-Westfield. They got Mitch Minen for a foul in there.
Gehlen needs to just be patient, make good passes, and get your cuts, and you'll make a basket.
Lob free throw line finds Ahrens. Teal
too many turnovers.
Down low to Lehman. Yeah, it's deflected there, and Caleb Johnson's got the steal. Akron-Westfield up the floor with Higman to the free throw line. Poked at by Lubin. Loose ball right side. Teal fighting for it with Bryce Hansen. It's on the right sideline, and it is a held ball. Possession goes to Akron-Westfield. So the Westerners will get it back.
No, it goes to Gehlen.
Oh, no, it's Gehlen ball. Yeah, you're right. I read the arrow wrong. 3:53 left in the first, 2-1. Gehlen. Yeah, we played 4 minutes and 7 seconds and have 3 points to show for it.
Right.
What a weird start to this one. Dylan Lubin brings it up the floor. And here come the Jays. Pass right side to Ahrens. Dumps it down right block.
Nice,
Lehman
easy
spins
play.
baseline, lays it in with the right hand. Yeah, when nothing's going right, make it a little simple.
Yeah, it's a simple game sometimes.
4-1 Gehlen. And now we've got a foul as Hansen dribbles to the high post. And he got hit up high, and they'll get that foul on Ahrens. And that's Carson's second when you factor in the technical foul as well. So Carson's got 2 fouls. 2 for the Jays as a team. And Akron-Westfield will set up for the inbound baseline left of the hoop. Now they also had to make sure Bryce Hansen isn't bleeding. He got hit up at the nose. Inbound goes to the left corner. And back up top to Nolan Lara. Dribbles right side of the lane, high post, spins, back down the defender, kicks it left, driving to the free throw line. Johnson kicks it right side, 3 on the way, missed too strong by Lara, and the defensive rebound for Lubin. And here comes Gehlen Catholic into the half court. Lehman on the left side, skips it right. Teal, shot fake, right side of the lane, baseline, throws it back up top. Rifled around the left side. Lehman a shot fake, works in against Hunter Wendell, leans in with a right hand shot, too strong off the back of the rim. Small gets the old board, back up with the right hand, missed it, puts it back, and missed that one, but he got fouled. 2 shots coming from Mason Small. And this one is assessed to Caleb Johnson, his first. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, 4-1, Gehlen Catholic. Mason Small goes to the line. He shoots 2. And the first one is around and out. Doesn't want to go. Still a 4-1 Gehlen advantage with 3 minutes left of the first quarter. Jays are making a substitution, and the ball was nearly put in play for the free throw. So they reset. Second free throw upcoming for Small, trying to salvage 1 on this trip. It is good. Mason Small hits 1 of the 2 he attempts, and it's 5-1 Gehlen. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. So Akron-Westfield gets the basketball. 3 minutes to go in the period. Westerners still with just 1 point so far in this first quarter. Came on those technical foul free throws as Nolan Lara takes down to the right block, leans up with the right hand. That shot turned away by Carson Schecker, and the rebound taken by the Jays. Lubin into the front court, top of the arc to his right of the high post. Out to Ahrens, back to the point. Teal, left corner to Schecker. Carson to the free throw line for Carson Ahrens. And out to the left corner, Drake Hudson. He works inside, free throw line, backs down into a double team. Kicks it right. Orange jab step, drives in the lane, runs it up from 12 through contact. Missed it strong. Fight for the rebound. Deflects out off of Gehlen. And it's Akron-Westfield ball. Still with 2:25 to go in the first quarter. 5-1. Gehlen Catholic leads the winless Westerners from Akron-Westfield. Trying to change their fortune here and pick up that elusive first win of the season. They've been close a number of times. Lara passes to the left side. This is Johnson. Caleb hands off left side. Higman to the free throw line. Drives inside. Jump stop. Tough follow away. 12-footer. Hit across the arm by Teal. And a foul is called. And Nolan Teal is whistled for his first foul. So 2 shots upcoming for Ronan Higman, a 69% free throw shooter. And he's at the line shooting 2. First one is good. He's now 2 of 3 at the line here tonight, and it's 5-2. Gehlen leads with 2:10 left in the first quarter. Second shot upcoming for Higman, and that one's good as well. Perfect trip to the line for Ronan Higman, makes it 5-3 Gehlen. 2:08 left in quarter number 1. See what the Jays can do here on the
zone defense.
Offensive side. Yeah, different defense for the Westerners. Arns, the inside pass. Drake Hudson to the right block, lays it in.
Nice pass. Drake got nice position.
Shielded his defender well. Finishes 7-3 Gehlen. Minute 45 left in the first quarter. Westerners looking for the answer. Lara dribbles left to the lane, and it's intercepted by Lehman. He just poked it away from him. Lehman amongst 4 Westerners had the ball poked free. Lara's got it, and then we got a foul going after the loose ball against Gehlen. They're going to get Hudson for it. It's his first.
There goes Drake.
And Drake's, they're going to get Carson Arns this time. Mason Small replaces Arns. I think we did get some clarification that the technical foul on Arns does not actually go to his personal foul count. He's only listed with 1 on the scoreboard. He did just check out, so it's not there anymore, but they did say the technical foul does not count to his personal fouls. Nolan Lara's got the ball on the right side, feeds up top. And that's Higman off a jab step. Pass up to the point. Bryce Hansen's 3 off the right side of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Gehlen Catholic. 7-3 Jays, minute 13 left in the first quarter. Here's Dane Lehman, a bounce pass right side to Carson Schecker. Overhead pass into the paint. Hodson, 1 dribble, right block, stops on the baseline, kicks down Schecker. Right side contested, 3 on the wing, and it's good. A pretty shot from Carson Schecker.
Nice kick-out pass.
Beautiful pass. 10-3 Gehlen. It was Hodson on that assist, and now Hansen drives inside, turned away by Schecker. Carson gets a hand on that floater by Hansen, and it's Gehlen ball. Shot clock and game clock separated by about 12 seconds. Pass right side, Schecker gets away from the defender. 15-foot pull-up, right side, missed it too strong. Small gets the O-board and lays it in with a right hand.
There he got his points.
Mason Small sticks with it, finally puts one in, and it's 12-3 Gehlen. Shot clock is off here for Akron-Westfield. 20 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Westerners have not hit a field goal yet. They've only scored at the free throw line. Hansen at the point. Pass right corner. Higman launches a 3. Missed it short. Rebound poke to Mason Small. Jays will get a chance here with 7 seconds left. Dane Lehman to the front court at the top. Pass right side of the wing. Schecker with 2. With 1. Baseline drive, and he's fouled. 1 second left in the quarter. And the foul is on Nolan Lara. It's his first.
Actually wasn't a bad foul.
Nope. Yeah, they got 1 more to give, but not going to take
1
it here.
second, yeah.
It's too quick at this point.
Carson had a little advantage going to the rim, so he might have got a bucket out of it.
James will inbound with 1 second left. Into Schecker, turnaround, right corner, fade away, 3,
oh.
And he got it! Right at the buzzer of the first quarter, Carson Schecker hits a right corner 3. 15-3, Gehlen Catholic.
Terrible foul. Ends up getting a 3 out of it.
In hindsight, right?
Yeah, right.
15-3. Gehlen leads Akron-Westfield after 1. Take a break. Second quarter coming up in a moment here on KLEM.
Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC in Lamars supports our local student athletes, trusted for generations with reliable legal guidance. So when you are in need of legal services, consult with one of the attorneys at Murphy, Collins, and McGill PLC, located at 38 First Avenue Northwest, Lamars, Iowa.
Hey, Bobby Blazer, how long you been waiting in that line? Head over with me to Easy Clean Car Wash. They're going to get you in and out in no time and make that black coat of yours look like $1,000,000.
Say, thanks there, Mickey Mustang. I've been out four-wheeling and I got lots of mud and stuff in my wheel wells and other places as well.
Bobby, didn't Libby Lexus tell you that Easy Clean Car Wash will pre-spray those hard-to-reach places, give you a quick massage, and make you feel and look like a whole new truck?
So that's what Libby Lexus has been up to. You know, Mickey, she's looking fine.
Easy Clean Car Wash on 12th Street, east of Hy-Vee in Lamars.
Certified Public Accountants Cruz & Cruz extend their support to all the athletes and remind everyone, in the spirit of sports, participation is more important than winning. Cruz & Cruz Accounting, proud to be a sponsor of KLEM Sports.
This is Carson Arns, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We're back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamars, ready to start the second quarter of play. Alongside Mike Langle, Daniel Versteeg with you. 15-3, Gehlen leads Akron-Westfield in boys basketball. Westerners trying to change that. Lara drives right baseline, loses the pass. Dylan Lubin scoops it up. Great way to close the quarter on a Carson Shecker buzzer-beating three. He's got 6 off the bench, and he's in the game to start the quarter. Pass inside, Teal, turnaround 12-footer in lane, missed it short. Rebound out off the Westerners. It's back to Gehlen. Now the Jays finally getting going offensively after it was a 2-1 game for the first 3.5 to 4 minutes of the quarter. And now the Jays up 15-3. Shecker inbounds to Dylan Lubin. Back to Shecker, right corner. Lob pass down to the right block. Lehman lays it up with the right hand. Missed it short. Rebound. Saved back in play. Good hustle there by Nolan Lara into the hands of Caleb Johnson. And here comes Akron-Westfield into the front court. As Higman dribbles left, hands it off to Minen. Pass back up top to Hansen. Left of the lane, runs it up with the right hand. Missed it wide left. Rebound tapped to the block and controlled by Arns. Well, Akron-Westfield still has not scored a field goal yet. Their 3 points have all come at the free throw line. 15-3 Gehlen, 7 minutes left in the half. Here's Shecker, left side, open three. Comes up short from the wing. Rebound right block. Arns missed it off the bottom of the rim. And the rebound taken by Akron-Westfield. Here come the Westerners now. Pass top of the key. Lara curls right of the lane to the block. Lays it up with the right hand. He missed that one short. And the rebound for Carson Shecker. The Westerners have gotten good looks. They're just not falling. And now here's Teal, right baseline. 10-foot pull-up's good. Well, Teal can live from there all day.
Yeah, that's his kind of range right there. He can hit some threes, but that little 10-footer, he's pretty nats on.
I bet you he shoots somewhere in the 70 or 80% from that distance. 17-3 Gehlen. 15 on the shot clock already for the Westerners as the pass is handed up top. Higman, left high post, stops and looks back out to Lara. Bounce a pass, right high post. Nolan Teal sticks his foot in there and kicks it. Shot clock stays at 9 with 6:07 to go in the half, and so the Westerners will have short time here. Down 17-3 to Gehlen Catholic in boys basketball. Westerners will set up at the inbound. Bryce Hansen will do the inbounding in the right corner. They reverse it around the left side to Minen and into the corner to Hansen. He drives the baseline, pulls up a tough 14-footer, missed it short. Rebound taken by Lehman off the side of the glass. And here comes Gehlen Catholic with the Jays up 17-3, 5:50 left before halftime. Jays swinging around the right corner. Arns pass down low, popped up in the air. Mason Small recovers out to Lubin, left of the lane, drive. Back out to Small, steps into a left wing three. It missed short, and the rebound for Ronan Higman. Not very often you see a Mason Small three, just his 10th attempt of the season. And now the Westerners throw it down low. Small gets a hand in there. Lehman brings it up the floor for the Jays. He's bumped and fouled in transition by Ronan Higman. That's his first. Drake Hodson checks in. Carson Arns checks out. And Hunter Wendell replaces Ronan Higman for Akron-Westfield. 5:26 to go in the half. 17-13 Gehlen Catholic. There's Mason Small on the left wing, dribbles up top and lobs right side to Teal. Back into the right corner, Lubin to Teal. Free throw line to Lehman, throws it left to Small. Left baseline, there's Lubin. Back out to Small, top of the arc, bounce the pass, right side, Teal, thought about the three, goes back to Mason at the point, left side to Lubin, jabs left, goes to his right, in the lane, gets bumped, follow-away shot missed short, and he's fouled, and Lubin will shoot two.
Nice quick move to the rim for Dillon there. Go to the free throw line.
Nice misdirection, too. He faked one way and went the other.
He shoots free throws pretty well, don't he?
87% would say so. First one's good. The foul was on Mitch Minen, by the way, for his second. Lubin's on the board for the first time tonight. It is 18-3 Gehlen. 5:01 left in the first half. Westerners, again, have still struggled to score from the field yet. All 3 points have come at the charity stripe. Lubin's second free throw is good. Perfect trip to the line for Dillon, makes it 19-3. Gehlen Catholic, 4:55 left in the half. And here comes Akron-Westfield. As Hanson throws it out left side to Minen. Deep three on the way, missed too strong. Drake Hudson's got the defensive rebound. Perfectly played off the glass, and the Jays bring it up ahead by 16. Teal playing a little catch with Dylan Lubin. Back to Teal on the left wing. Left corner, Lehman steps into an open three, had too much on it. Lubin on the backside controls the rebound. Dumps it under, right block Small, backs it out Lubin. Right corner open three, puts it down. Dylan Lubin from the right corner. He's got 5 now, and the Jays are up 22-3. 4:20 left in the half. Westerners have it now. Hanson on the right side. Throws it out on the wing to Higman. Double team out there. Higman dribbles corner, passed out of there, and a timeout called by Akron-Westfield. With 4:10 to play in the half, it's 22-3. Gehlen will step aside. Back after this here on KLEM.
Gehlen Catholic School, excellence in education, leadership through Christ. For information, check their website at GehlenCatholic.org.
Hey sports fans, this is Perry from the Ace Hardware downtown Lamar's. Maintain your home and yard with advice and products from Ace. We'll help you get it done more efficiently so you have time to go to the next game. Ace Hardware, Lamar's.
Score big with the Sitzman Real Estate Team. Hometown realtors Shane, Peggy, Lance, and Patty are cheering the Lamar's Bulldogs and Gehlen Jays on to a victory. Buying or selling, call the Sitzman Real Estate Team today at 546-7881.
For all of your commercial or residential concrete or construction needs, J-Max Construction is ready for you. At J-Max Construction, you can be sure that your project will be handled with great customer service as well as the best-of-class construction and concrete work. Call J-Max Construction and Concrete today at 540-0574.
This is Coach Kellen, and you're listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We welcome you back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamar's alongside Mike Langle, Daniel Versteg with you. During that timeout,
I was wondering about that.
By Akron-Westfield, they are making sure that Gehlen Catholic knows the situation that Carson Ahrens does have 2 personal fouls with that technical foul he got for hanging on the rim. There was a little bit of confusion there throughout the first quarter. And I thought so as well.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I didn't want.
Well, one referee came and told us that it was not a personal foul, and then the other 2 now came over and said, yeah, that is. So here's Akron-Westfield off the timeout. 3 on the way by Lara, misses strong. And here comes Gehlen, up 22-3. 3:45 left in the half. Jays have the ball. Lubin enters to the free throw line. Hodson kicks down right corner. Wide open 3 by Lehman. Had just a bit too much on it off the back of the rim. Mason Small fights for the rebound left corner. Gets it back out to Lubin. Dillon to the top of the key, dribbles left of the lane, and throws back up to the point for Teal. Back to Lubin, left corner. Skip pass right side. Hodson tees up an open 3, missed it short. Lehman's there for the O board, and he fouled a Westerner to get to the rebound. And that's Lehman's first of the quarter against the Jays. Owen Sievers will check in for Gehlen, and he's in for Nolan Teal. 3:22 left before halftime. Gehlen 22, Akron-Westfield 3 in War Eagle Conference boys basketball. And here come the Westerners into the half court as Nolan Lara dribbles right side against Lubin. Bounced it back out on the wing for Hunter Wendell. Free throw line drive. Ripped at. Ball kicked out. Stolen away by Mason Small. He's 1-on-2 to the basket, and he had it taken away from behind. It was deflected out by Higman, and now our officials will talk about it did kick off Mason Small's leg last and out of bounds.
Mason's working pretty hard out there for some rebounds and steals, but hasn't had his luck go his way too much.
Just 3 points, He's had a number of offensive rebounds. Just can't get it to go down.
He's been working hard.
Here's Akron-Westfield ball after the lost basketball out of bounds. The Westerners hand in the right corner for Nolan Lara. Pass back to the point. That's Mitch Minen. Ball is poked free. Now he's able to kick it out of there to left side. Higman drives the baseline, gathers, runs it up with the right hand. Rebound deflects to Mason Small. And here comes Gehlen Catholic. Lehman rifles down to the left block. Sievers bounces it out. Lubin left of the lane. Dumps it down left block. Small leans in with a right hand, scores, and he's fouled. Well, that might flip things in Mason's favor a little bit as the foul is called on Caleb Johnson, his second.
He got set up on the block real nice where when he got the ball, he just had a turn and everything was lined up for him.
He was right there, scores, and his free throw misses. Left side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Caleb Johnson trying to get it out of there. Throws it off of Drake Hodson and out of bounds. It'll be Akron-Westfield basketball. Now, coming up at the half, we plan on chatting with Akron-Westfield girls head coach Corey DeRocher about their contest here tonight. That's anticipated to come during our halftime coverage this evening. Tristan Sitzman will check in for Gehlen during this dead ball with 2:25 to go in the half. Still just a 24-3 Gehlen Catholic advantage. And a bench warning has been assessed to Akron-Westfield. So it's not a technical foul, but a bench warning has been put on the Westerner sideline as Stephen Husk really wanted a foul called on that fight for position on the baseline.
I don't know if there's much of a foul. They just had Drake and Dane had him surrounded. And that's about 500 pounds worth of surrounding him. So they took up a lot of area.
That is bad news all around if you're stuck in that double team.
Yeah.
2:20 to go in the half. 24-3. Gehlen has the ball. Gehlen has the lead. Akron-Westfield has the ball. Pass down low to Lara. Spins into Sievers, and he traveled. He shuffled that pivot foot in a traveling violation against Akron-Westfield. Jays get the basketball back with 2:14 left to go before the halftime break. Here comes Gehlen Catholic. Dylan Lubin walks into the front court for the Jays. To his right, screen on the wing from Sievers, right corner feed. Schecker down low to Small, right block, missed the first shot, taps it back up and in. Small sticks with the play, he's got 7, and the Jays are up 26-3 with 1:50 to go before halftime. Westerners into the front court with Hansen, off a screen to his right from Higman. Picks up his dribble and flings it out of there to Lara. Down in the left corner, Higman guarded by Schecker. Dribbles to his right. Passes back up top. Lara around the right side for Hansen. Top of the circle, swiped at by Sievers. Shot clock's at 12. Hansen to the free throw line, runs it up from the right elbow. Missed it a bit too strong. Rebound in the paint, pulled down by Dylan Lubin. And Gehlen will bring it up the floor with 1:23 left before halftime. Double team trying to trap Lubin in a timeout called by Eric Kellen, the head coach of the Jays. The Westerners pulled that trap out of nowhere, flustered Gehlen, and a timeout is called. 1:19 to play in the half. Jays all over the Westerners, 26-3. Back in a moment on KLEM.
Siouxland Glass is so glad you're supporting local athletes and listening to this great matchup. Siouxland Glass wants me to tell you that if you have a chip or crack in your windshield or need the whole thing replaced, you can call them at 540-9080. Siouxland Glass.
Floyd Valley Healthcare wants you to play at the peak of your skills. Don't forget to stretch your muscles, hydrate, and schedule your wellness checks to reach your full potential. Best of luck from Floyd Valley Healthcare in Lamar.
This is Dylan Lubin, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
Out of the Gehlen timeout, Jays have the ball with 1:15 to go in the half. 26-3, Gehlen leads. Lubin bounces out of there to Owen Sievers. Dribbles left off the Tristan Sitzman screen. Left high post jumper misses a bit too strong from Sievers. Rebound taken by Akron-Westfield. It's Hansen up the left side on the wing. Throws it around the right side. Lara dribbles inside the arc of the high post. Kicks right corner to Higman. He dribbles left and picks it up. Goes up top to Hansen. against Dylan Lubin, left side of the lane of the high post, swiped at by Sitzman, and Sitzman is called for a foul. Tristan Sitzman picks up his first. That's the second against the Jays in the quarter. As Akron-Westfield still has failed to score from the field. Their 3 points have come at the free throw line. They are 0 of 13 from the field as a team. Bryce Hansen will inbound baseline left of the hoop. They get into the right corner. Higman went up for a three, didn't have full possession of it. Then the ball was deflected out of bounds by the Westerners. It's Gehlen basketball. I think Higman just fumbled it on the way up.
I think Dane talked that referee into giving it to us.
He's a good salesman.
He is. He smiled at him, kind of pointed the other way, and he believed him.
Pass right corner, Hudson, and Air Miles a skip pass over to Schecker and out of bounds. Stephen Husk was in the right place to catch that one.
Yeah,
but
it was line drive right to him.
He's not playing, though.
No.
So, Westerners take over. Shot clock and game clock separated by about a second and a half. And it's Westerner basketball, 30 seconds to go before the break. Bryce Hansen stands between the circles, picks up his dribble, tightly guarded by Lubin. Handoff to Ronan Higman, and it was taken away by Lehman anyway, but a traveling violation is called instead. And the Jays will take back over as Carson Ahrens replaces Drake Hodson. Jays have the ball up 26-3, 20 seconds left before halftime. Dylan Lubin works to his right. Pass up top to Teal, off a screen by Ahrens, left of the lane, dumps it left block. Lehman up with the right hand, he scores it off glass. And now a whistle and a timeout by Akron-Westfield with 11 seconds to go before the half. We'll take the short timeout as well. Back in a moment here on KLEM.
Make sure your life runs smoothly with an upgraded internet package from Premier Communications, connecting you with the internet speed and television access package that best fits your wants and needs. Premier Communications is happy to support our area coaches, athletes, and the parents who support them. Have a great season.
Klein Insulation can provide you with a complete insulation system for your attic, crawl spaces, and foundation walls. Call Kyle with Klein Insulation at 540-5691. That's 540-5691.
This is Nolan Teal, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
10 seconds to play before the half. Gehlen Catholic leads Akron-Westfield 28-3 in boys basketball. The Westerners trying to capitalize on the final possession before halftime. 8 seconds left as Ronan Higman dribbles up the floor on the right sideline, lobs a pass in the left corner, and the pass is off target and out of bounds. Caleb Johnson was not in that left corner in time. And now, the clock did not stop, so they're going to have to reset the game clock here. I think we had an issue with the game clock, and so the Jays are going to get the ball back here. Let's see what they put it at. And the clock says 2.7. And they're putting it at 9.8. The Westerners had the inbound at 10.7.
Yes.
I think we just gained time. Lubin rifles left corner. Teal a three, too strong. Schecker the putback, right block, scores off glass. And that will end the first half of play. Boy, what a weird way to finish the first half. I don't know how they got 9.8 on that. But Gehlen pitches a shutout in the second quarter, and the Jays lead Akron-Westfield 30-3 going into the locker room. Well, we'll take a break, come back, and when we do, we'll have a first half recap for you. We also hope to chat with Corey DeRocher, the head coach of Akron-Westfield girls basketball. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment. You're listening to high school basketball on KLEM.
Touchdown for great times at the Lamar's Eagles Club. Join us Tuesday nights for bingo, and don't miss our delicious Wednesday night burger night. Proud sponsors of local athletics, where the fun never stops. Visit the Eagles Club this week.
Willow Lodge Pet Resort wants to wish all of our area athletes best of luck in tonight's game. Whether leaving town for vacation or just need a place for your pet during the workday, see Willow Lodge Pet Resort today on Prospect Street in Lamar's.
Young and old alike enjoy the competition of high school sports. Some participate, some watch, and some remember how it was. It's only a game, but it offers great life lessons and memories that last a lifetime. A few thoughts from Dan and Lori Rexwinkle of Rexwinkle Funeral Homes in Lamar's in Akron.
This is Dan Lemon, and you're listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
Well, we welcome you back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym in Lamar's. Halftime of the boys' game. The Gehlen boys lead Akron-Westfield 30-3, but we're recapping the girls' game with Akron-Westfield head coach Corey DeRocher. Well, Coach, it was a great start for you guys, defensively especially. What kind of things were going right early in the game for you?
Early in the game, everybody was pretty accountable for their assignments. We've had a lot of trouble this year getting all 5 players to play on the same defense that we've been trying to run, and any time you get one person out of place, just seems like it ruins everything else. So that was huge tonight for us. We did a really good job of playing as 5 and played on a string, and we did a lot of good things tonight. We just couldn't put the basket in the hole. That was the only problem we had all night. So played hard though.
Especially in that second half, it seemed like things were struggling offensively. What was the biggest thing? Was it the looks you were getting, the ball movement? What kind of led to the offensive struggles?
We honestly were moving the ball fairly well. We're still learning a lot of the offense. It's all brand new yet, so there's still a lot of – it's a very read-based offense, so it takes a lot of time to make the reads that they need to make and be able to make things work, but they're starting to do a lot better things. I mean, they spaced the floor really well. I was proud of that, and they're definitely getting more aggressive when they have the ball in their hands, so I'm happy to see that as well.
Well, it was a tough loss, but I thought one of the bright spots for you was Ainsley Naslin. I know she fouled out at a certain point, but, man, she was all over the offensive glass for you. She created a number of second chances for you. What does that say about her hustle and intensity?
Yeah, I actually told that after the game. That was the best game she's played all year. She's just really been working on – she's been struggling this year just getting a basic fundamental stance and grabbing the ball and things, and we've gotten a lot better with that this year. She's been working really hard on getting a little more powerful in terms of positioning herself. So she's done a fairly good job with that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately turns into a loss for you, but still a few more chances to pick up some wins and take some momentum into the postseason. What are you hoping to see out of the girls with just 5 games left?
I want them to just keep building off what we did tonight. We hustled, we played hard, we did our assignments. We can just keep building on those little things. It's going to add up to a lot in the next couple years. So.
Yep. Well, we're looking forward to seeing if that happens. Coach, appreciate your time, and best of luck the rest of the way.
All right, thank you.
Yep, Corey DeRocher, the head coach of Akron-Westfield girls basketball. We'll take a break and be back with our halftime coverage of the boys matchup. Stay tuned. You're listening to high school basketball here on KLEM.
Supporting our students in their endeavors at school is important to Prime Bank. Making sure that our students have the best chance for success is why we work hard to provide our backing. Prime Bank wishes all of our teams and groups good luck.
For all your construction needs, trust the Wilchin Brothers. They're a Better Business Bureau accredited business and will be there every step of the way to get your project done right. Call 546-4135 for Wilchin Brothers Incorporated.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
Bob's Bike Shop, your power sports headquarters. Yamaha, Can-Am, and Club Cars, they've got the ride that fits your wild side. Visit them today on Highway 75 North in Lamar's, proud sponsor of your local sports action.
Smithco Manufacturing in Lamar's would like to wish our area athletes a safe, successful fall season. For 30 years, Smithco has used great teamwork to produce the #1 selling side dump trailers in the country. To learn how you can join our winning team, go online at sidedump.com.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season. At RBC Wealth Management, we believe financial security begins with building a plan that you can trust. Our financial advisors provide personalized advice to fit your needs and goals. No matter where you are in life, you can depend on our know-how to help build an investment plan that's right for you. Let's start today. Call Rick and Caden Knipe of RBC Wealth Management at 712-277-6176.
Perspective Insurance. Better together. Whatever your insurance needs, call Perspective Insurance in Lamar's today at 546-7821 and make sure you are properly covered. Perspective Insurance in Lamar's. Midwest Construction Rentals of Sioux City and Norfolk is proud to support local athletes. For all your construction rental needs, stop by Midwest Construction Rentals in Sioux City or Norfolk, helping our community and keeping your projects moving.
This is Nathan Kolbeck, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We're back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamar's. Daniel Versteeg with former Gehlen boys head coach Mike Langle. Your halftime score in our boys contest, Gehlen Catholic 30 and Akron-Westfield 3. It's been a dominant first half, to say the least, for the Jays, as we've been treated nicely to the co-ed dance routine here for Gehlen Catholic. That's happening currently during our halftime coverage here this evening. Again, the Jay boys lead Akron-Westfield 30-3 at the halftime break. It was a big-time first half for the Jays defensively. Let's get you the Akron-Westfield scoring numbers. The Westerners went 0 of 13 from the field, 0 of 6 from three-point range, and their only scoring came at the free throw line. It came in the first quarter, and they went 3 of 4 at the charity stripe. The only one to score for Akron-Westfield is Ronan Higman. He's got 3 points to this point in the matchup. Gehlen Catholic, meanwhile, is 12 of 30 from the field. That's right around 40%. 3 of 11 from long range, and they went 3 of 5 at the free throw line. The top scorer for Gehlen was Carson Schecker. He had 8 points, 7 points for Mason Small, 5 points apiece for Dylan, 5 points for Dylan Lubin, then 4 points each for Nolan Teal and Dane Lehman, and then 2 points for Drake Hudson, as Gehlen Catholic jumps out to a massive 30-3 advantage. They did it on the defensive side. They were moving the ball well offensively and leading to a ton of success so far in this matchup. And that could carry them a long way, as we've talked about before. This is a team that prides themselves on some good defensive play. And, again, that can lead you well into postseason competition, as that is coming up in the not-too-distant future. We're about 2.5 weeks away from district basketball, maybe about 3 weeks, and really some good competition is on the way for Gehlen Catholic. Boys basketball, girls basketball, their postseason starts in about 2 weeks, and we're looking forward to seeing how things go for all of our area teams in postseason competition. Once again, your halftime score, the Gehlen boys lead Akron-Westfield 30-3. Step aside, and we'll try and get some thoughts from former Gehlen boys head coach Mike Langle on the first half of play. We'll do that coming up in just a moment. You're listening to War Eagle Conference Boys Basketball right here on KLEM Radio.
Get the winning team on your side with experts at Exit Realty Midwest Lamar's. Misty Zeck, Dave Close, Austin Sitzman, Abby Phillips, Jody Adler, Alec Ryken, and Clark Goodchild are ready to help you call the plays when it comes to buying or selling your home. Learn more at ExitRealtyMidwest.com.
Quality Lube of Lamar's is proud of all our Plymouth County athletes. At Quality Lube, they focus on you, the customer, to ensure that they can keep you on the road when you need to be. From diagnostic repair to routine oil changes, Quality Lube can do it all.
When it comes to service, your Lamar's Hy-Vee is #1 for shopping both in-store and online. Save with the Fuel Saver Plus Perks Rewards program at Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Season after season, our community comes together to support our students and the activities they love. At Northwest Bank, we celebrate that commitment, showing up, giving your best, and supporting one another every step of the way. Whether you're chasing financial goals or cheering from the stands, we're here to help you with flexible accounts, personalized service, and a team dedicated to your success. Here's to our student athletes, playing strong and representing our hometown with heart. Northwest Bank, member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
Game on, Lamar's. Looking for a winning team for your finances? Join Cent Credit Union. As a member-owned cooperative, Cent is all about you, your goals, your community. Let's score big together. Visit centcu.org today, where your success is our play.
Williams & Company, certified public accountants, congratulates all area athletes in support of excellence, good sportsmanship, and the spirit of teamwork. A proud sports sponsor. Williams & Company, CPAs, your full-service business advisor with a local office in Lamar's.
Hi, Jessica G. Well, hello, Libby Lexus. I'm so excited to get the spa treatment at Easy Clean Car Wash. My owner knows how much I love the soft water. Oh, and the quick massage just makes my bumpers tingle. And the blow dry is to die for. It always leaves my exterior sleek and shiny. My owner bought me a year pass so I can have the spa treatment anytime I want.
Hey, ladies. Ooh, nice tires.
Oh, Mickey Mustang, you're such a player.
Easy Clean Car Wash. Give your car the spa treatment today. 12th Street east of Hy-Vee, Lamar's.
Colbeck Incorporated is proud to support local high school athletics. They encourage you to play hard and play smart and always show good sportsmanship. Best of luck from your friends, Brian, Kevin, and Wayne Colbeck.
Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud supporters of this broadcast. Hard work and determination are vital to the success of our area athletics. The Lamar's Community Athletic Boosters are proud to stand behind our athletes and coaches as they work towards success on the field and in the classroom.
At American Bank, we believe in offering you what you want in a bank. Free checking, free debit and ATM cards, extended lobby and drive-up hours, competitive loans and deposit rates, online and mobile banking with bill payment and mobile deposit services. American Bank, achieving success together for over 130 years.
Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Owen Sievers, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We want to be back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamar's as our second half of action gets ready to get underway. The Gehlen Catholic boys hold a 30-3 lead on Akron-Westfield in War Eagle Conference competition. A dominant showing for the Westerners, or for the Jays on the defensive side. They've held Akron-Westfield off of the scoreboard from the field. The only scoring for Akron-Westfield has come at the free throw line so far tonight. It's been a great start for the Jays, and they're going to try and keep it going into the second half of play. Our coverage is also being streamed on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel, thanks to great sponsors like Peace Pizza House, Northwest Bank, Julie Hurt at Century 21 ProLink, as well as Easy Clean Car Wash. The second half of competition is just about ready to get underway. And, well, again, it was just a dominant first half for the Jays defensively, and now the key will be trying to keep that going here into the second half of play as Dylan Lubin drives in right away on the first inbound play, and he misses a layup off the front of the rim. 30-3 the score. Gehlen Catholic all over Akron-Westfield early going. Westerners looking to try and put some points on the board. Caleb Johnson drives inside, runs it up from 8 feet, missed it but got fouled. And 2 free throws coming for Caleb Johnson on the foul committed by Mason Small. 2 shots coming for Caleb Johnson. Again, the Westerners still yet to score from the field, but now have a chance to break that drought at the free throw line. Johnson's first free throw rattles in, and it's 30-4. Gehlen Catholic, the Westerners did not score in that second quarter, and so they have gone at least over 9 minutes without a point. Second free throw for Johnson's good. It's 30-5 Gehlen Catholic. 7:37 to go in the third quarter. Jays bring it up the floor, right baseline drive. Teal runs it up with the right hand, missed it short.
Nice rebound, Mason.
And a big offensive rebound by Small. Backs out to Arns. Left side 3 is good.
That was a big rebound.
Turns into 3 second chance points. And it's all from the offensive rebound of Small. 33-5 Gehlen. 7:15 to go in the third. Here come the Westerners now. Johnson dribbles to the top of the circle. Loses possession, goes left corner into the hands of Minot. He flings it up top. Higman off a jab step, fakes a 3, dribbles left. Ball poked at by Arns. He recovers on a bounce to the right side for Lara. Screen coming right. Shot clock at 8. Lara down the right baseline. The block cut off by Teal. Tries to lean into him. Shot clock at 3. Lobs it right side. Hansen steps to the arc. Throws him a wild 3. Missed it too strong. Rebound for Carson Arns. Jays will slow it down a bit, up 33-5. 6:40 to go in the third. Pass right side to Nolan Teal, up top to Lubin. And he leaves it on the bounce left side to Lehman. Pass it into the lane. Teal, pass across the lane, off the fingers of Small, out of bounds. It'll be Westerner ball.
Coach just, Mason, just take your time. You got a little hurry there and fumbled it out of bounds, but he's been doing all right.
He's been playing a pretty solid game outside of that. Westerners have the ball. Left side of the key is Lara. He's guarded out there by Teal. And a kick out pass left side to Higman. Westerners trying to work out of this funk, and now we'll get an illegal screen set by Akron-Westfield. And it is Bryce Hansen who picks up the foul. Now, this is just one of those nights you want to forget if you're Akron-Westfield. Nothing's going their way. I mentioned how they haven't scored from the field, but that's not all on them. They've taken some good shots.
Yeah, they have.
They're just not going in.
No. That's kind of the way Gehlen was in the first half up at Sibley.
Right.
They just couldn't make a shot to drop, and gave Sibley that momentum and just never really could come back out of it.
Thankfully, they've worked out of it here as Mason Small takes the entry pass and lays it in. And Nolan Teal picked up a foul right off that inbound. He was hanging on to a Westerner, trying to keep him from getting to the ball. 35-5, Gehlen leads. Here's Ronan Higman on the left side, spins away from Lehman. Throws it up top to Johnson, dribbles to his right on the wing. Caleb Johnson sets up the play from the point. Higman to his right. Swiped at by Lehman, he recovers. Pass left side, down the lane is Johnson. He stops at the elbow. Guarded by Small, trying to back it out with a shot clock at 13. Hand left corner, Higman, tough, fall away three. Didn't have enough on it. Rebound Carson Arns. 5:25 to go in the third. 35-5, Gehlen Catholic. And here comes Lubin. Pass left side, Teal dumps it down left block, Small. And a triple team fights through it, missed it, but got fouled. And two shots coming from Mason Small. Three Westerners tried to defend him. None of them could, as Mitch Minen picks up his third. Second of the quarter for the Westerners as a team. Mason Small to shoot two. He's got 9 points and put him in double figures as he knocks down the first. 36-5, Gehlen Catholic. 5:18 to go in the third quarter. After the last few nights, the Westerners have been scoring above their per-game average this season. Second free throw by Small misses. Lara's got the rebound. In each of the last 4 games the Westerners have played, they've scored above their per-game average of scoring, but tonight they have just not been able to get it to drop. Lara down the right side of the lane, cut off of the block by Teal, and a timeout by Stephen Husk and Akron-Westfield. We'll step aside as well. 5:03 in the third, 36-5, Gehlen. Back after this on KLEM.
Hi, this is Julie Hurt with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's, your local real estate expert dedicated to results. Whether buying or selling a home, call me, Julie Hurt, with Century 21 ProLink in Lamar's at 540-7757. That's 540-7757.
Lamar's Agri-Center, your local source for top-performing Kent feed products, bulk grass seed, bulk bird seed, lawn care essentials, dust control solutions, and much more, all accompanied with exceptional service. The Lamar's Agri-Center, your source for everything that grows.
This is Carson Arns, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
5:03 left in quarter number 3. Gehlen Catholic leads Akron-Westfield 36-5 in War Eagle Conference boys basketball. Alongside Mike Langle, Daniel Versteg with you for the broadcast here on KLEM and on the KLEM Radio YouTube channel. Westerners try to funnel it inside. Teal takes it away, and the Jays have the ball in the half court. Gehlen's defense showing out once again here tonight. Entry pass to Arns, inside out look, right corner. Teal drives the baseline, back out to Arns, to his left, out to Lubin, left of the lane, steps through, lays it up with the left hand and scores. Nice finish for Dylan Lubin on a great dribble drive. He's got 7, 38-5 Gehlen. And here comes Akron-Westfield. Hansen to the free throw line, stops, backs it out. Lara steps to the arc. Drives into the paint, leans up with the right hand. Shot might have been deflected by Hudson. And the rebound pulled down by Gehlen. Another take to the rack that doesn't benefit Akron-Westfield. Jays get it back. Schecker on the right side. Dribbles to the free throw line, throws it right corner. Hudson takes the baseline to the block, lays it up with the right hand and scores. Drake Hudson on a great aggressive take. Running clock now in effect. 40-5 Gehlen Catholic. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Westerners have it right corner. 3 on the way by Hansen. Comes up short. Long rebound is pulled down by Teal. And the Jays bring it up the floor quickly. Teal in the right corner. Steps back of the wing. Rifles down low. Not sure who that was going to. The Westerners take it away anyway. It was either Carson Schecker or Carson Arns were down there.
I think it was going to the Westerners. It's kind of right between them.
He was thrown to the red and black, unfortunately. Pull-up jumper from the left elbow is good. Bryce Hansen hits one. It's the first field goal make for Akron-Westfield tonight, and it's 40-7 Gehlen Catholic. Westerners now trying to pick up a little bit of momentum. They got to stop defensively, got a basket. And now here's Schecker, kicks right corner. Teal down to the right block. Hodson leans in, scores with the right hand, and he was fouled. Drake Hodson with the basket. He's going to the line for one more on the Westerner foul. Their third of the quarter as a team, and it's on Hunter Wendell, his first. So Drake Hodson goes to the line to shoot one, just a 58% free throw shooter. For someone who averages 2.5 points a game, he's got 6 tonight. Trying to make it 7 at the line. Rims in and out, and the rebound for Higman. Still a 42-7 Gehlen lead. 3 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Westerners drive right of the lane. Lahr at the high post, falls to the ground, and he is called for a travel. Tried to lean into the Gehlen defender, and a chair got pulled out from underneath him. And it's Gehlen basketball with 2:43 to play in the third. The Westerners at 0-16. We're looking to see if they could try and snap out of that, but tonight's not been their night as a pass down low to Hodson is deflected out off Akron-Westfield. Stays Gehlen's ball, or it becomes Akron-Westfield ball, excuse me. Gehlen looking for their 11th win and a bounce back after the disappointing night on Tuesday night against Sibley Ocheyedan, in which they had some of the similar offensive struggles as a pass left side gets deflected by Tristan Sitzman. Mitch Minen fouls him, trying to get after the basketball, his fourth personal. And like you said, Mike, sometimes in January you just end up where you can't score for whatever reason. Gehlen experienced that already.
It's hard to explain, but it can happen. I've had it happen a few times, maybe about every year. Probably you could just have a game in January, you just kind of ho-hum. You kind of ho-hum it. And
some of your best teams probably experience that too.
It happens. I think it goes all the way college and everything. It happens. Oh, nice little move.
Lubin, right block floater, missed short. Rebound Akron-Westfield. To use a baseball analogy, I like to call it the dog days of January.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like sometimes. As Higman is fouled driving in the lane. And this will result in a Westerner inbound. Dylan Lubin picks up his first foul. Minute 14 to go in the third, 42-7 Gehlen. And again, we are under the running clock here in this third quarter. Ronan Higman inbound pass deflected by Schecker, and Lubin scoops it up. Jays have been all over the Westerners defensively here tonight. Pass left corner to Sitzman. Back out left of the key to Dylan Lubin. And he sets up the play near midcourt. Lubin right side to Schecker. He's looking for Hodson. Tight defense from Higman. Hands off to Sitzman. Pass right corner. Sievers steps back, goes down to Hodson. Right block, double team. Out to Sievers on the bounce. He dribbles right high post, and he's fouled on the floor. Fouls on Nolan Lahr. His second, 5th of the quarter. That puts Sievers on the line shooting 2. With 34.5 seconds to go in the third. And Gehlen will bring in Logan Kellen. First free throw for Sievers up and good. 43-7 Gehlen lead. Westerners will also bring in Bryce Hanson. He replaces Hunter Wendell. So this will give Gehlen a chance to potentially empty their bench here tonight. Second free throw by Sievers is too strong. Rebound pulled down by Ronan Higman. In fact, there is not a starter on the floor for Gehlen Catholic right now. They get an entire second string squad out there. Pass in the left corner for Hanson. Dribbles to the baseline. 20 seconds left in the third. Kick out pass. Lahr at the free throw line. Stops there. 15-foot pull-up off the left side of the rim. No good. Hodson's got the rebound. Jays can hold for the last shot of the third quarter. 10 seconds. Pass left side to Sievers. He dribbles to the top of the key. Bounce the pass over to Logan Kellen. Right side on the wing. Feeds it right corner. Sitzman. Step back 3. Comes up short. Long rebound in the right corner. And they're going to get a foul on this three-point basket.
Yeah, he kind of knocked Tristan down after the shot.
Yeah, on that follow-through, Higman commits a foul, and Tristan Sitzman's going to shoot 3 free throws with 1.2 seconds on the clock. First one for Sitzman misses short. Tristan averaging just a point and a half a game, and Getting some good, valuable minutes here in the second half for Gehlen. Second free throw by Sitzman is good. He's 1 of 2. Third one upcoming with the score 44-7. Gehlen, 1.2 seconds left in the third. And the free throw, that one missed in and out. Hodson taps it back, and we've got they're going to say Tristan stepped over the free throw line prior to the ball touching the rim. And I think they got to reset the clock to 1.2. As the clock did take 0.8 of a second off of it. And they'll get that reset. (44-7), Gehlen Catholic. 1.2 seconds left to play in the third quarter, and they're working on getting it reset here so that we can conclude the third quarter of play, and Akron-Westfield can get a fair shake at a basket here to end the period. And we're having a little bit of trouble getting the clock reset, unfortunately. And well, now the clock is wound down. So,
Well, we got a minute.
Yeah.
Little presentation at halftime. Did you notice that? Copper Coin, new business kind of that, or it isn't a new business. We built a new building. Oh, I thought that might have been good.
Yep.
And out by Hy-Vee, and they donated $65,000 to Gehlen's capital campaign. So that's kind of exciting news for us, and that's really a nice effort going on out there. I know my wife works out there. She loves working out there, and they have a lot of nice things out there for people to come see and purchase if they'd like, and donate things out there. So it's really been working really well.
It's a great benefit to Gehlen Catholic, and again, a nice donation to the capital campaign. There's so many great things that funds.
That's going to bring a lot of classrooms and things like that. So it was really a nice thing for us.
We'll take a short break. Fourth quarter is coming up next here on KLEM.
A home is a safe place to be, a roof over your head, and 4 walls to keep out the heat and cold. It's a child's laughter, a mother's song, and a father's strength. It's where we go for comfort and to share joy. It's your first school and your first church. It's where memories are shared. Hi, this is Julie Hurt, your Century 21 ProLink real estate agent. Whatever a home means to you, I am here to help you find the home you are looking for. Call 540-7757 and let me, Julie Hurt, help you make a house your new home.
This is Coach Kellen, and you're listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
Start of the fourth quarter, the Akron-Westfield boys basketball team gets a basket right out of the get-go. A top-of-the-arc triple for Ronan Hickman. And they're starting to get a little confidence offensively, 44-10. Gehlen still up big. Early part of the fourth quarter, Sievers dribbles to the free throw line. His pull-up jumper misses off the right side, no good. Rebound for Akron-Westfield. And here come the Westerners. Lara's pass down to the left block, deflected by Hodson. Sitzman goes crashing into that corner to try and save it.
He's out in the parking lot. Oh, there he comes back.
It took him a little while to come back, though.
He had to make a sharp corner out there when he got out there a little ways.
Otherwise, I think he either runs into the supply closet or
an art
classroom down there.
Surprised he didn't come out of there with a mop.
Maybe a paintbrush or two, yeah. Here's Akron-Westfield out of the inbound pass. Again, the running clock in effect with 7 minutes to go. The Jays are up by 35 points. Kick out pass right side. Minen launches a 3. It rolls off the front of the rim a couple of times. Rebound taken by Gehlen Catholic. And here come the Jays. Tristan Sitzman on the left side, up top to Logan Kellen. He feeds it right corner to Sievers. Back to Kellen, straight away, steps into a triple, and hits. Logan Kellen with just his second 3 of the season. And the Jays go up 47-10, 6.5 to play. And here's Lara at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Hickman. Left side, step back 3 from the wing. That kicks off the back of the rim, no good. Grant Arns skies up and pulls down that defensive rebound. And here comes Gehlen Catholic. A checker Up to Kellen, left corner. Sievers, left corner, long 2, and he puts it down. Owen Sievers in the left corner for 2, 49-10, Gehlen Catholic. Now the Jay bench is taking advantage of these opportunities as Lara steps inside, right-hand runner off the left side of the rim, no good. Got his rebound back, turnaround hook shot in the paint, goes in, plus a foul. Nolan Lara stays with the play, and he's going to the line for one more because of it on the foul by Tristan Sitzman.
Nice to see Owen hit that shot. He's been kind of struggling all year with his shot. Maybe a little time like this, get him a couple buckets and get him some confidence. That's all he really needs, I think. He's got a good-looking shot.
Yeah, he was 30% from the field coming into tonight. The free throw is good by Nolan Lara. 49-13 Gehlen, 5:45 to play in the game. Owen Sievers gets the pass in the left corner, steps back at the point, and goes around the right side. Schecker spins in the lane, kicks down right corner. Kellen drives the right baseline to the block, cut off, throws it out to Sitzman. It was deflected out by Higman. And it stays with Gehlen with 5:30 and counting to play in the ballgame. 49-13, Gehlen Catholic leads Akron-Westfield, trying to take the season series. Inbound to Schecker, drives into the paint, trying to dish it off to Grant Arns in the left block, and the pass is off target. Here comes Akron-Westfield. Into the front court, free throw line drive, backs out left. Higman, step back 3 on the way. It is in and out, and the rebound for Owen Sievers. Jays still playing with some intensity. Here they come up the right side, Sitzman. Back to the point for Sievers, left side to Schecker. Carson puts it on the floor, left of the lane to the block, runs into a defender, runs it up too strong. He was fouled on the floor before all of that. And the foul will go against Ronan Higman, his 3rd. Jays will make some more changes as Drake Hodson and Drake Knipe check in. Replacing an Owen and a Carson out there. So it'll be Tristan Sitzman to inbound. He finds Grant Arns in the left corner. He drives inside, runs it up with the right hand, back rim, doesn't get the roll. Rebound for Akron-Westfield with Caleb Johnson. Then he fell to the ground with the rebound and is whistled for a travel. Gehlen will get it back. 4:10 to go. 49-13 Gehlen. Drake Knipe to inbound. Bounced it into Arns. Up quickly with a right-hand shot off glass for 2. Grant Arns off the inbound. 51-13 Gehlen. 4 minutes to play in the game. And here is Nolan Lara. Free throw line. Backs down right in the lane. Turned away by Logan Kellen. Well, how about that defensive effort from Logan Kellen, the sophomore?
Yeah, nice little block. Got the student body up cheering for him.
First block of his varsity career. Now into Lara at the right high post. Backs down Kellen. Right block. Tries to kick it out. And a traveling violation as Lara was shuffling his feet. Turns the Westerners over. It'll be Gehlen's ball with 3:20 to play. And I believe we've gotten everybody off the bench here for Gehlen, I think.
Yep.
Looks to be that way. Drake Knipe was one of the last ones.
Colbeck must be sick or something. I don't see him on.
Oh, yeah, Nathan Colbeck would be the one we're missing. Yep. I was going to say we played 12, but we got 13, but it's Colbeck we're missing. Kellen's right-handed runner misses. Rebound Hodson backs now to Sitzman. Right-hand floater misses strong. And the rebound taken by Akron-Westfield. Westerners hustle up the floor. Hansen right of the key. Throws up top. This is Higman. Stops at the arc. 3 on the way. Too strong. Rebound is up in the air. Drake Knipe's got it. And now the Jays will take it. Knipe sees a lane all the way to the basket. Right block. Gets bumped. The ball gets deflected out of bounds. They're going to say off Akron-Westfield last. It'll be Gehlen taking over. As Drake Knipe comes up with a little smile after that play.
I think he's only got one speed, and that's turbo.
Now we saw that on the football field too.
Yep. Yeah, nice athlete.
Yes, he is. Here's Knipe on the right side. Off a jab, swings it around the left side to Logan Kellen. To the top of the key, goes in the left corner, Sitzman. Tristan gets bumped and fouled by Ronan Higman. And Higman picks up his 4th. Ronan and Coach Stephen Husk share a little smile on the sideline, just kind of laughing about the play. 51-13, Gehlen with 1:48 to play in the ball game. Jays will improve to 11-6, 5-2 in the War Eagle Conference. As Sitzman drives baseline, takes it all the way to the left block and scores with a right hand.
Nice drive by Kristen.
And Sitzman's got 3 points here tonight. Jays up 53-13. Westerners back it out. Hanson, 3 on the way from the right side. It's in and out. Rebound Drake Hodson. And if nothing else epitomizes the night it's been for Akron-Westfield, that 3 does. Here's Grant Arns down to the right block off the deflection. Hodson's got it. Rifles it out to Knipe. Wow. He drives inside to the block, floats it up, missed it, but got fouled. And they're going to say that foul occurred before the shot. Yep, no shot there for Knipe. Fouls on Trenton Moorhead. And Cohen Rolfus will check in here for Akron-Westfield as well. 53-13, Gehlen Catholic, 57 seconds to play. Drake Knipe to inbound. I think Drake might be the last one to score as he lobs it into Tristan Sitzman and overthrows him out of bounds. It'll be Akron-Westfield ball. I think the Jays were looking to try and get Drake an opportunity to score, but I think he's going to run out of time here with 35 seconds left. 53-13, Gehlen Catholic on top. Akron-Westfield's rough season will continue at 0-17 and now 0-8 in the War Eagle Conference. Karsten Jacobson dribbles left of the lane. He hands it off to Rolfus at the top of the arc. Now out to Eric Prado to his left. Hands it back to Jacobson near midcourt. 13 seconds to play. Jacobson kicks it up top, working in to the paint at the high post. Throws out on the right side. Rolfus around the perimeter left to Prado. 5 seconds left. Now Prado puts a 3 up. Missed it too strong. Rebound out off Akron-Westfield. And that'll be your ball game. Your final score tonight from Lamar's. Gehlen Catholic 53. Akron-Westfield 13. Dominant showing for the Jays tonight, who improved to 11-6 overall. 5-2 in War Eagle Conference competition. Akron-Westfield continues their rough stretch of basketball, falling to 0-17 overall and 0-8 in the War Eagle Conference. We'll step aside, come back with your post-game coverage. We plan on chatting with the head coach of Gehlen boys basketball, Eric Kellen, and get his thoughts on tonight's matchup coming up in our post-game show. Once again, the final score, Gehlen Catholic 53, Akron-Westfield 13. We're back in just a moment here on KLEM.
Advanced Eye Healthcare, Dr. Becky DeRuyter knows all of our student athletes need to keep their eye on the ball. Make sure with an eye exam at Advanced Eye Healthcare at Walmart Vision Center in Lamar's. Dr. Becky DeRuyter.
Lamar's Physical Therapy wants to wish our student athletes a successful and injury-free season. But if injury occurs, our therapists are here to get you back into the game. No doctor referral needed. Call us at 546-1718. Lamar's Physical Therapy, your hometown therapy provider.
Men's fashions, tuxedo rentals, and dry cleaning services. That's Mesher's Clothing, downtown Lamar's. Open weekdays 9 till 5:30, Saturdays 9 till 4. See Chad for all your fashion needs. That's Mesher's in the middle, downtown Lamar's.
Peace Pizza House is your destination before and after the game. Whether you need to feed the whole family or just looking to get out before the game, make sure to stop at Peace Pizza House. You'll find many appetizers, burgers, salads, pasta, and of course, Peace Pizza House outstanding pizza selections. Your entire family is sure to find something they're looking for. Peace Pizza House would like to wish our local teams the best of luck this season.
At Roosters Harley-Davidson in Sioux City, you can find your perfect ride with bikes, gear, and service you can trust. Find them online at roostersh-d.com or stop by Roosters Harley-Davidson today, where your next ride is waiting. Every day is game day when you feel your best. At Game Day Men's Health in Dakota Dunes, they help you boost energy, build muscle, and reclaim your edge. Get your testosterone checked today and visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com for more.
Season after season, our community comes together to support our students and the activities they love. At Northwest Bank, we celebrate that commitment, showing up, giving your best, and supporting one another every step of the way. Whether you're chasing financial goals or cheering from the stands, we're here to help you with flexible accounts, personalized service, and a team dedicated to your success. Here's to our student athletes, playing strong and representing our hometown with heart. Northwest Bank, member FDIC.
Commitment you can bank on.
Make sure you can see the ball clearly. Schedule your annual eye exam today at Gretchen Family Eye Care, downtown Lamars. They'll treat you like family, and they have the most stylish eyewear selection in town. Gretchen Family Eye Care.
This is Dylan Lubin, and you are listening to Jays Basketball on KLEM.
We're back inside of the Bill Dole Memorial Gym here in Lamars. Your final score tonight, Gehlen Catholic boys defeat Akron-Westfield 53-13. Improved to 11-6 overall, 5-2 in the War Eagle Conference, while Akron-Westfield continues to struggle. Now 0-17 overall and 0-8 in conference play. Well, this was just a dominant performance by Gehlen Catholic here tonight. Coach, it was, we talked about in the pregame, you don't want to overlook a team, especially this late in the season. And I think the Jays maybe learned a little bit from Tuesday against Sibley Ocheyedan and came out to play tonight.
Yeah, they did. They struggled right away with their offense a little bit and just kind of ended up slowing it down and getting their shots that they needed to get and start converting them over. And their defense was really strong all night. I thought Akron really didn't have very many good shots where they got it up there, but off balance or whatever. So their defense was pretty stout, and with only giving up a few points tonight, that average will go down a little bit. So, kudos to the defense for sure tonight.
They allowed 3 points the entire first half. They came in the first quarter, so Gehlen was able to pitch a shutout in quarter number 2. Just again, a dominant effort. The Westerners didn't have a field goal make until the third quarter. They finish 3 of 30 from the field, 10%, and they go 1 of 17 from the three-point arc. On the plus side, Coach Huss doesn't need to work on free throws. They're 6 of 7 at the charity stripe here tonight, so they had that going for them this evening.
Right.
Ronan Higman had 6 points, Nolan Lara 3, and then 2 apiece for Caleb Johnson and Bryce Hansen. Gehlen Catholic, meanwhile, was nearly 50%, 21 of 46 from the field, 5 of 13 from long range, 6 of 13 at the free throw line. How about this? 11 Jays scored. Mason Small had 10, 8 for Carson Schecker off the bench, 7 for Dylan Lubin, then 6 for Drake Hudson, 4 points each for Nolan Teal and Dane Lehman, 3 each for Tristan Sitzman, Owen Sievers, Logan Kellen, as well as Carson Arns, and then 2 points for Grant Arns here in the win. And Gehlen Catholic picks up a dominant 53-13 victory over Akron-Westfield tonight. The Jays improved to 11-6 overall, now 5-2 against the War Eagle Conference this year, while Akron-Westfield continues to struggle this season, now sitting at 0-17 overall and 0-8 in the conference. Eric Kellen is the head coach of Gehlen boys basketball. He joins us on our postgame show. Well, Coach, what a way to get this one done tonight. Talk about what was going right for you guys defensively.
Well, there was some frustration from last Tuesday, I can tell you that. So we had a nice talk about getting ready, being prepared, and doing what we're doing, fundamentally strong. It's no secret we're a very strong defensive playing team, and I don't say that enough on the radio, and I should. But kudos to the guys that went out there and did their job and did it to the best of their ability.
What were some of the things that really were working for you defensively? Because, Mike mentioned they were off balance shooting, you were getting takeaways, doing all the things right.
Yeah, they do a lot of handoffs and things like that. 24 is their best player. They like the ball going through him. We challenged Zane. He was pretty upset after the Tuesday game against Sibley, and he wanted some revenge for that. So, he did an outstanding job of taking care of that. We shut the handoffs off and slowed their offense down.
How important was it, too, after you guys were up by such a large margin, to keep that intensity going in the second half?
Well, I talked to Coach Langle actually after, and we're going to keep going back to the Sibley game because that's what sparked this fire here. But I lost my train of thought, Daniel. I'm sorry.
That's okay. The energy in the second half, just how does a loss like that, make you take advantage of all 32 minutes, I guess?
Yeah. So the fire was going in the gut, and we had to start 0-0, and that's what the big talk at halftime was. We were shooting 27% from 3. Maybe we were taking a little too many threes at times, and I thought that was driving lanes, so we focused on that. I had said you keep shooting threes, and we start losing momentum. If you feel it, shoot it, but you better make it. Yeah. And we took the right threes, made every one the second half that we did take, and did our part.
you had 11 players score for you offensively. Just, how nice is it to reward the guys that put all the time in practice but might not always get the varsity minutes?
Yeah, I gave him praise. Before the game, I had said the bench needs to do more with noise, and I thought that their energy was awesome. And, that feeds into the players on the floor, too. So, and it's hard to do. You want to go out there and you want to be under the lights and in front of the crowd playing. And, Coach asked you to do your part, and they did. So once they came into the game, the energy was outstanding right off the bench. So.
Yep. Well, a great win for you guys, Rims and St. Mary's. I know that's going to be kind of an emotional night for everybody on Friday night. What's going to be the key to calming those emotions and playing another disciplined game like tonight?
Well, we got to take possession by possession and hold momentum and just do what we are good at and not try and do what, when we start doing our individual stuff is when we start getting in trouble and everybody starts questioning things. So we don't do that a lot, but when we do, the hiccups start. So we just needed to clean that all up.
Well, looking forward to you getting that done tonight, Friday night. Congrats on the win. We'll talk Friday.
All right, thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Eric Gehlen is the head coach of Gehlen Catholic boys basketball, joining us on our post-game coverage tonight. The Jays beat Akron-Westfield by a score of 53-13, improved to 11-6 overall, 5-2 in the War Eagle Conference. Akron-Westfield now 0-17 and 0-8 in conference play. Coming up Friday night, Gehlen Catholic takes on Remsen St. Mary's in a War Eagle Conference girl-boy doubleheader. We'll be on the air at 5:45. Girls game at 6, boys at 7:30. Catch the contest right here on KLEM Radio, and we'll look forward to that for our next broadcast here this evening. Once again, the final score, Gehlen 53, Akron-Westfield 13, as the Jays pick up a nice home win here in Lamar's. That'll do it for our broadcast here this evening. Thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in to our KLEM Sports Update for a full recap of the night's affairs. Until then, I'm Daniel Versteg. Thanks for tuning in to high school basketball here on KLEM Lamar's. Good evening, everyone.
This is 1410 KLEM Lamar's and on 96.9 FM.